questions.
Hey, there's some Zoom. All right. Hey, everything stayed in the right place. Look at that.
Yay.
Hooray. Yeah. Remember XP questions. Remember to do XP at the end before we do Stars and Wishes. Turn off, right?
XP and wishes.
Oh, I've got a little audio problem here.
Let's see. I want to demonstrate the power of my god.
Mhm.
Alienate my friends. Okay,
On
cool.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you all my hearts.
I took
matter
an
how much you
advancement last
alienate
time,
me.
right?
Oh, my left. Let's see. Where did we have notes? There we go.
Oh, did I? That's weird.
Did you choose one, or I don't know if you chose one last time.
It looks like I chose demon summoning, but that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
seem.
Oh, yeah.
I think we encourage you to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't seem like something I would have chosen on my own.
I think Mark was like, "That's how I killed a god," and we were like, "Yeah, do
Yeah,
that."
that's how I completely broke the game when I played.
You do not have to do it if you don't want to, but I do remember
Yeah.
now us talking about it.
Yeah, I was like, we're trying to defeat the minions of the sun god. I'll kill the sun god. That should take care of it. Oh no, now there's no sun and everyone's gonna die unless we
Okay.
go get the sun god back to life somehow. And we did.
Oops.
Starting to ring a bell.
Whoops. Yeah.
So what are the odds of? I think it's like a 1 out of 50 chance of getting what they're, or 1 out of 17.
It'll
Hmm.
never happen.
Or you can just spend a curse and automatically do
Oh,
it.
shit.
Or we can heart it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you can heart it up.
Yeah, and describe how we help with the demon summoning.
How do you make yourself vulnerable?
1 in 31.
Sacrifice me for the demon summoning.
Oh, at least 24. Okay, roll over 23 on 5 dice. Still 1 in 17. Okay.
Yeah, last time I played the curses, you could, I think you built up curses, and then you could spend dice and you would get more curses, but you could roll those dice with your roll. So I rolled like 12 dice. Like, yeah, I did it. Great. Done.
Okay, to roll over 19 on 5 dice is just 1 in 3. So if people are willing to give me 4 hearts to summon it.
Let's see.
Easy
I got
peasy.
I like we're like
one with
a
you.
heart game.
All right.
Okay, how can we
Epic
maximize
says 2.
our demon
Let's see.
summoning?
What were our
We
wishes
can
last
definitely
time?
get a demon.
No, can people use hearts on sorcery rules?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
The move is hearten, and the move says when you seek to aid a friend after they have made a move, describe how you endanger yourself and spend hearts. Yeah, as
We just
long as
in
sorcery's a move.
conversations summon demons. Game over. I'll break things.
They do not want to be here, but they will fulfill one of your requests. No requesting more requests, no dispelling them by request. And
Cool.
then you have to cast it successfully again to banish them back.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
always the fun part. I was talking with Chris, the designer, about he's making some changes to the sorcerer stuff. And
Oh, no.
one of the things we were talking about was getting rid of the imp spell and to add a little bit of extra risk to casting spells. You could
Okay.
roll. I think it's changing the way you figure out how many dice you roll. But every time you roll a 1, like the GM gets like a danger die or something, or a doom die,
no.
and then you can roll that to add or subtract to. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. So not gonna do that now though. Let's see, wishes from last time. Having a confrontation with the pirates. I think we're on track for that. Urtu selling a bunch of Atlantean stuff to Uvil, the blacksmith. Haze conscience with dolphins terrified. Okay. Whatever that means. How the rising tide thing ends up. I just have buddies written down. I think that is more heartening, or not heartening, soothing scenes. Mess of playing both sides with the gods and the Neo-Atlanteans. Sounds like, no, I don't know, is that a note for me? Doesn't make any sense. Everyone group up instead of going off into pairs and exploring different relationships with Urtu. All right. What happened last time? Ampex came back after a little hiatus, went to the Temple of Zuz on Eel Island, and talked to the retired priest Hero, who knew he was coming, who knew they were coming, and was wondering why he wanted to talk to Zuz about the land of the dead when Rook is the god of the dead, and gave him an obsidian knife to unblock his heart from Zuz. However, that would happen. Y'all went to a bar. What was it? It was the Selfish Shellfish, I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out what the coin did, and Urtu took the coin and yelled
Oh,
at the bar
yes.
about. See, got something.
I forgot about that. That was
Owago,
great.
the fisherman, kind of like came over, like,
Please stop doing that.
and gave a little more information on the Neo-Atlanteans, and also noticed a bunch of people in the bar kind of gave each other looks. Ampex threw the coin away, and Solon went after it. Orish, another person in the bar, kind of put his foot on the coin and was like,
Yeah.
you need to quiet your friend, meet me later. Hey, assessed the bar for information about pirates, and the bartender told them about the flop house, the skeleton key, where sailors hang out, and how sailors went to work for the Wraith but never came back, and yes, Horseshoe Island. Hey, and Solon did a little comforting scene. Ampex beseeched Zuz in the bar by playing a parody song, which included the chorus, "If your tongue betrays you, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out,"
Oh,
that
yeah.
everyone sang along with. On Pelican Island with a lighthouse, Solon and Ampex, right? Solon and Ampex went to see what was up with the coin, all the Neo-Atlantean stuff. Solon scried and found that room in the basement with the stone platform and the little indentation. And instead of just asking the custodian to go down, y'all totally Ampexed out. Turned into snakes. Held the guys, terrified the guy.
We could have just asked him.
All the tourists ran away. But he's like, I'm let's go. You have the thing. Let's do it. Hey, and Urtu went to the skeleton key and did sort of weird psycho cop. The found out Urtu was looking for dolphin skins.
Oh, yeah.
Which are apparently bad luck. And they found out that the ship is coming in to port soon, and they'll be probably looking for people. So I think y'all are intent on signing up to get on board with Captain Borkin. And then in the lighthouse, y'all went downstairs, put the coin in the slot, got a little slow elevator action, met up with Zhao, the lighthouse keeper with Fremen blue eyes and a cool tabard with runes on it. And yeah, they got you on the track to get the heart of Rook back, find the person who gave it back to him in the first place, take care of them, use the priests to get you back to the realm of the dead, and oh yeah, Ampex got a cool expanding crystal staff thing. And the Dolphins brought a bunch of Atlantean stuff to sell for 3 coin.
I'm gonna go grab my Amazon package off the porch. Make sure nobody steals it. Just got delivered.
Hey, listeners, free Amazon package at Pete's Place.
Limited time offer. Act right now. And there are still 2 imps running around.
They will not be a
I'm sure they'll
problem.
be fine. Yeah.
Definitely not a problem.
I hope they've met up. I hope they like have a support group for one another. Of like, I didn't ask to be made material.
There's a whole rom-com subplot with them.
Little meet cute.
Little shmooey lumps of chaos running
Meet
around.
Schmimpy. Meet Schmiranda.
Must love chaos.
The parody song that Heath made up is playing in the background.
All right, so you have a couple tasks to do. Since one of the wishes was doing stuff as a group, where would you all like to meet up and maybe meet up back at the ship? Get it back in the
Oh,
morning?
that would make sense, yeah.
Or we could
Talk
go
about
the
that.
extreme other direction and go 4 separate
Everyone
ways.
split up, yeah.
Everybody's coming with us to the pirate ship. Everybody,
Right.
we have a lot of chores to do, and we have to do them all together.
Yeah, meeting at the ship sounds good.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
fine.
And I
Always
assume
fully.
Ampix and Solon fill everyone in on the kill all the gods plan, and and
Fine,
Urku and
it's
Hay
fine.
fill everyone in on the get
Oh,
a job
did-
on the
did
pirate ship
they?
plan.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cool. We can do that while we're on a pirate ship. No problem. You doesn't matter where you are for that.
If they're omnipresent, you can kill them everywhere. That's their weakness. Oof. what was-
Solon
what are we-
just summons his new demon friend to go kill all the gods.
I
Game
mean,
We can ask Rook favors too.
Yeah, look at your contact in the gods.
We could become the new gods.
oh, I wonder if we should find more information about the pole that's attached to Ampix now.
That might
Yeah, wait.
require some scrying, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have a mirror embedded in me,
Mhm.
and I have a staff.
Crystal staff,
Attached.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
An Atlantean crystal staff, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, that's my
which will
that's my
work out fine.
my tongue.
Oh yeah, and a fork tongue.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say the hand that has the crystal staff is my tongue cutting out hand. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think you can let go of it when it's like a crystal, but it's kind of like bound to your hand when it's a staff.
Oh.
Yeah, so not
frightening.
like you can't drop it, but it's like it's bound to you.
Wait,
So-
can I make it shrink with my mind or?
Oh yeah. You can. It's like
Okay.
did the Acrobat in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon have one of those? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's just like a expando staff that you can grow and shrink.
Yeah, is it okay if I try scrying?
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely.
Two
Yeah,
dice that would sum to 8.
yeah. Where's my
I'm going
dice
to roll that. I have gotten 2 dice that sum to 8. It is not high enough to get up to demon territory.
No.
Cool, I did it. So scrying, yeah. So when you scry,
Oh my gosh, I spelled my name wrong.
discern in
Oh.
a silver mirror one true thing about a person, place, or thing near or far, and
Two
say what it
lies.
is.
What would be a useful thing to be true? Actually, the thing I want to say is true about the staff is that there is a weird tension between it and the mirror installed in Ampix. It is no clearer about exactly it may be a don't cross the streams thing,
Mhm.
or it may be more complicated than that, but the scrying mirror just gives an indication that those two things are feeding off of each other in a bad way.
Nice.
And no demon this
No demon. Oh well.
There's still time.
time.
Boo. But then we have to be the demons.
Are we the demons?
Be the demon you want to see in the world.
Yep. That's exactly what Gandhi said.
Live, laugh, demon.
Live, laugh, demon.
Live, laugh.
Oh God.
Yeah. What's next?
Live, laugh, die.
Yeah, I mean, I forget. Were we told much about what bad things would happen to us if we didn't kill the gods for the people?
Oh,
in the
no.
temple?
There,
Okay.
there was not a. You weren't on a bad thing track there. They were just like, cool. We're happy to have you in the organization. Here's your next
Oh, okay.
task.
Oh. But we have to.
I mean, there's probably consequences, but
It's the name of the
there were
game.
no consequences. No consequences were threatened.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the first step was to find a path to get them to the realm of the dead, because the Heart of Rook is back, but still kind of a tenuous connection. So if they want to strike before it's like fully healed up.
No. Okay. And then what is the immediate task with the pirates?
Yeah, wait for them to come into port and get a job on the ship. That should
Yeah, I'm
be
just gonna
hard.
revenge. That's the
Revenge.
task. And Urtu's not allowed to get revenge.
Right.
So you have to get twice as much revenge.
But she never said I couldn't kill her.
Oh no!
Oh,
And if she
loophole.
did,
I love
you probably wouldn't have listened.
Yes. I'd be like, no promises, bye. But that lady's not on the boat, I think. We'll find
Who
out.
knows? She is also a councilwoman in
Yeah, I was like, she's busy in legislation session
where-
on the
what's the name of the
beige
city?
planet.
On Nimmer? Or
Nimur, yeah.
Nimmer, the beige room, or what was the room?
the High Council room? Something
High
like
Council.
Yeah, the Fair Circle. That's what
that?
it
Fair
is.
Circle.
Oh God.
Eggshell room, beige
the
room.
very boring and fair, nondescript, unoffensive circle.
Like a Lutheran church.
Oh.
It's true. They have no idols.
It'll probably be
no
another
frou-frou.
day. It'll probably be another day or so before the ship puts in, but they're supposed to be in soon. So you have a little bit of time to do stuff before that happens. How do the rest of you feel about the whole killing the gods stuff, finding a way to the world of the dead and all that?
Never really thought about the gods that much. So I don't know if it matters that much if they're alive or dead.
Who is it that wants us to kill the god?
Sounds like fun though.
Are you asking me or someone?
Me as a player, I'm trying to remember.
There's like a Neo-Atlantean cult in the city, and they are looking to kill the gods. Apparently, that's what they've said.
And I think
They
Solon
say
is.
why?
Oh yeah.
And these are
because
people
the
that we flipped a
gods-
coin and we sided with because we're like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Atlanteans, woo. Okay.
You flip the coin.
Yeah.
The mythology is that the gods created Atlanteans, and then they got a little uppity and they flooded them all to death.
Mm.
Supposedly, but apparently this may be an Atlantean city that wasn't all the way sunk. There may be some Atlantean blood running through their veins.
Yeah, like I feel like on the surface,
Revenge is the reason.
on the surface, Solon is just kind of roughly like, yes, of course, the gods interfere with the true chaos and Atlantean magic that underlies everything. But I think under the surface, he's like, but I don't know. I mean, that's Ampix's thing, and
I mean, Solon's always saying the gods get in the way of the chaos. So
yeah.
Solon's magic would be way cooler with no gods.
So I think on a deeper level, Solon is having second thoughts.
Yeah, I think Hay is kind of mad at the gods, so it's like, yeah, revenge.
Off the revenge.
Won't go badly. The dolphins will help us forever.
Apex, how are you doing with all this talk of killing our gods?
I am. I mean, the four of us had been around each other for a while. For some reason which we don't quite know. It's like we're the was it Scalia and Ginsburg who used to go to the opera together? Or I can't remember. Do you remember?
That does ring a bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least them having.
Yeah. There's that weird like oh no,
Yeah.
they get along. They just have very different politics. Yes. So I don't know that it's actually gonna come to anything with these people. It's like, yeah, I mean, Hay gets angry at the gods, she has the connection to the spirit world, which I respect. I'm trying to say that in a not actual jerky way. Like, no, yeah, like I do respect it.
The spirits
comes off
are
insincere.
The spirits are directly opposed to death, which is Rook's domain there.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't think we're actually going to kill the gods. I kind of feel like this is a good opportunity to get on the good side of the gods again by stopping a conspiracy against them. But if the gods really are killable in this way, then they really aren't worthy of our worship.
Whoa.
Yes.
Crisis
So-
of faith.
Yeah, ethics has got a little bit of like, it's like, well, they're not going to die, but we're going to make sure that that can't happen. But if it does,
It's kind of a
Okay.
win-win for Apex.
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah,
Apex
Yeah,
has some solid faith. Works out either way.
very much the like I'm gonna back this movie production, but then I'm gonna leave the studio. So if it fails, it's not my problem. That's my yeah. I'm the AMPT AM
PTP.
whatever. I'm the bad people.
You're David Zasloff.
Well, I
Um,
didn't say I
How
would
unfortunate.
back that, but yeah.
So do y'all have
Sorry.
anything you want to do to that end? They're expecting you to find a path to the world of the dead. I assume you have other ideas about what to do about this.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to find a path to the dead.
Yeah, I think everybody just
Anyway,
kind of
right?
We
to
should
Apex when that's mentioned.
We could convince the pirate that he has to kill the gods. And
So
then they
I'll
fight
back
and
out.
everybody dies.
And Ertu has opened up a rift to it before,
Yeah.
unintentionally, but
Apex has gone there like a couple of times. Like
Yeah.
I think he spent more of the game there than he did with
Oh,
us.
no.
Yeah. So I mean, if like, I think like when Apex came back from Rook's domain and kind of secluded himself for a while, like I was kind of always waiting for that time to run out of the hourglass, and now it
Oh,
hasn't.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, like maybe it was like a metaphorical thing,
if you look at your sheet on the
no.
player characters tab, and just go all the way down to the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, the hourglass is a very
There's-
real thing.
there's a thing. Okay. Do I feel it?
Nope, this is just so
Are the checks good or bad?
Depends on your viewpoint, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
one
are
way or
those-
the other.
Is the sand leaving or coming in? We have a lot of time or no time?
The hourglass is a 12-tick clock, basically.
I think I don't. Also, wait. We're waiting
Plenty
for
of
the
time.
pirates. I feel
Yeah,
like.
plenty
I
of time.
mean, we're gonna kill the pirates, right?
Oh yeah, the pirate's gonna die.
So we'll just send some messages to Rook that way.
We could use the pirate as a like rocket ship to
Courier
Rook.
service.
We could ride his body to the
Like a-
Deathlands.
Like a carrier pigeon. Oh yeah.
Just carve a
Carve it
message
up.
on his. Yep, there
Carve
you go.
his heart. Yeah.
No, you have to.
No,
you have to
I'm
carve it
taking
into the
his-
soul.
I'm taking his skin though.
Oh, God.
Well, I think if you write a message and then hold it up as it to the pirates' eyes as they die, then the
Mm,
message will
Make
be
its
It's
way
imprinted
to
on
burned
their
in.
eyes. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how that works. Yep.
Yes. Also, just as an aside, I have some crazy powers that I don't even know how to use. You guys,
Music to our ears.
have you
I think
like?
this would be a good time for those.
Okay,
Wait,
just
we
like-
can summon the dead.
Oh wow, you do. You
Why
have a
don't
power
we
called
ask-
Genesis when you want your God's domains to transform your location. Wow. Okay.
You just
And then
are
yeah,
a god, I think.
Semites. Yeah.
But Summon the Dead specifically says when you want knowledge only the dead have,
hmm
which seems like it could be useful for getting to the land of the dead.
The dead know
Oh.
how to get to the land of the
They
dead.
sure
Oh
do.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Okay.
they've been there at
Can we
least
change
once.
What do you remember about what advantage can we gain over the threat we face? with
Mhm.
the
What do you
God's
remember
spear?
about how you got to the Deadlands?
Yeah. Well, like, wait. So, okay. But hey, Solon, Urtu, just quick double checking on this.
Mhm.
We're not actually going to kill any gods, right? Like these Atlantean creeps, these Neo-Atlantean, like they just want to take over and ascend as gods in their own right. So,
The Atlanteans are us. We are all together. We are the people. We are all Atlanteans at heart.
I think Solon
Okay.
genuinely hadn't thought of that, and he's just kind of taking a moment. And
Yeah, I think Hay is like, huh.
We are under the heel of the gods, or so I've learned from these Neo-Atlanteans in the bar. It made sense.
Artu's woke now.
oh, okay,
Yes.
Woke Artu.
deprogram Urtu.
No.
There's a reason an Atlantean sword came into my hands.
Oh no. Solon is in the position of like somebody who's agreeing with your political stance a little too much.
I just like to point out now that Urtu has a Atlantean sword. Hay has Atlantean armor. Apex has an Atlantean staff. And Solon just uses Atlantean magic. So
I just want to be clear. We don't agree with the Atlanteans. They have some good ideas.
He's holding his staff while he's doing it.
How could you agree with oppressive gods over the Atlanteans, the flesh people like ourselves?
What if the
You are a
gods-
pawn of the gods. They want to use you as a puppet and put their little god hand up your butt and make you talk.
What have the gods ever done for us?
I mean, I don't want the island bureaucrats to take over, certainly.
But the gods have the gods keep wait, hold on. I know this one. The gods keep order, they they fight against the great stories. They have great stories. I mean,
Yes,
have you
yes,
ever
they
heard of
want
good
you to
Atlantean?
enjoy your padded prison slave.
Did I ever tell you the best dolphin story ever? It's got a lot of fish in it, but I'll tell you sometime.
Wait, do the I just I worry. Not so much. I mean, you guys know me. I don't really love the gods.
I think Apex
but-
thinks they are a god now.
You're saying that out loud?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
With my like forked tongue.
Is the hourglass?
You know,
I'm gonna watch. I'm
guys,
watching this hourglass now.
Guys, you know me. I talk truth all the time. Like, but
You got something in your mouth, Ampix. I'm gonna get it for you.
it's.
Hold
I
still.
just think we don't know. Yes, I.
Ah,
There-
like a
there's
bug or
lot of,
like a.
but just like holding the staff over my mouth.
God.
I just worry that
What if we
But
just
the-
beat them up really well and let them know not to mess with us?
We could drown them
I mean, do we really like?
like they did the Atlanteans.
Okay, who here likes Donatoth?
Boo.
Okay,
I mean, he's done a few good things, but his early
a,
stuff is okay.
he's a hack necromancer. He
He's
had one
sold
good
out.
idea.
Fair.
You know what Donut Sloth is? Donut Sloth is a band trying to be more like a god.
And who was he working for, or with?
I think genuinely everybody's.
This is. I didn't know there would be a quiz.
The
It's
It's an
Atlanteans.
example of why the
What-
gods are
what was the-
bad.
What was the very first thing that happened in this campaign?
We
He took the harder
immediately killed a bad guy.
Before that.
So the gods, we have some questions about. I mean, I share these worries also, but I think the Atlanteans. Oh, sorry, let me just check my hourglass. Okay, the Atlanteans are also just people I think we want to be a little careful of. You
So
can
is it
trust
the-
me.
You're saying both sides are a problem here.
This guy
Both
understands it.
sides have nice people.
See, I think we have to not. I mean, if I had to make a song or a slogan about it, I mean, I don't want to,
Oh, no.
you know, like, but
But
uh,
Oh, it's
Anyway,
gonna
here's
be
Wonderwall.
sometime.
but you know the like no, I guess I would say no, well, not no gods exactly, but okay, let's say if you could say like no gods, no kings, no Atlanteans, but drop the no gods part. Say like some gods. We just have to keep everything in balance so that the cities can survive. If the Atlanteans rise, they're just gonna like make war on a whole bunch of cities and kill a whole bunch of flesh people like us or two,
Ew.
and they're gonna raid the seas. And the same way, if the gods had their way, I'm sure they would just have perfect order and peace. Yes,
So the gods
that's what I
have
want.
their way.
That's what I
and
want to
it's
say.
pretty shitty right now.
Gods want worshippers. Atlanteans.
They're
do
not fans of sorcerers either.
I've never taken care of my people.
You see,
Well,
in a perfect world, there would be no strife and we could all live and let live, just as the peace we have brokered with the dolphins. Now, see, this shows the dolphins to be an enlightened folk.
I don't know if it's a piece.
But the gods will have no peace. We either bend the
Conquest.
knee or they break them.
exactly. So that's again, we're on the same page. We just have to bend a little.
No,
And I mean,
that's how you end up with broken knees.
no, that's no. If you bend you bend.
Well, then
'Cause
you
if-
don't need knees, because now
Well-
you're on your knees. You're a pawn.
Because pawns are
Right.
shorter.
Have you spent any amount of time on your knees? It's very uncomfortable.
My
Hey.
yes,
Hey.
my god is a god of secrets, music, and sex. This is
Wow.
Mhm.
Well, dolphins don't have.
that's where I get my
knees,
best
but we do
secrets.
a lot of that stuff.
Secrets.
Ah, see,
Singing.
that's where
Yep.
dolphins have it made. They can't bend the knee. They have none.
Yeah, what are your gods?
We should be more like dolphins. Pretend we have no knees to bend.
We have no gods. We just are the wilds.
The way it should be. No gods. We just live.
Hmm.
And then there's like a I can show you the world song that he
But-
does for everybody.
But you have some.
Shows you the beauty of the wilds, and I get an experience points.
Ding.
I'm sure you have a dolphin. Didn't you have a problem with a dolphin who wanted to be a king or in charge of all the?
It happens all the time. Pem was the latest
Oh.
one.
You illustrate the
Okay.
point perfectly.
But
The
you just
problem
solve
is
it
when
by
one
fighting.
tries to lead the rest, like the gods want to lead us.
Right. I thought
That's
the
the
story.
problem.
I thought the story Hay was saying was that a dolphin always arises who wants to lead, and then the other dolphins pull it down, and so it's a perfect cycle of rise and fall.
Like a dolphin.
Oh, we
Like
are
a
the
dolphin.
cycle
Sorry.
that pulls the gods down. Exactly. You make my point for me.
It's really bloody when it happens. You don't want to be around for it.
Solon.
Sometimes they don't survive.
I think
Uh,
Solon is checked out at this point.
Okay. What if we could talk to a real Atlantean, not these degenerate?
Like one that's been
Posers.
dead.
That's
Oh, it's-
yes.
But that would be
Say
impossible,
yes,
Ampix.
say yes,
Atlanteans have been
say
dead for
yes.
eons.
No, Ampix
Please
doing
stop throwing
seance
these
again.
crazy, whimsical schemes at us. I love a thought experiment as much as the next sorcerer.
Seance, seance.
Okay.
But yes, if we could, then it would be useful.
One time,
We could get information.
Ampix brought back a whole dead pod of dolphins, and it was really scary.
uh,
Could've went
Are you
swimming for
intending to
weeks.
summon the dead to get knowledge that only the dead have?
I am.
Go ahead and mark a mood and tell me what your approach is.
I think. Oh gosh, you know what? I'm gonna let my mood drive me. I'm obsessed.
Mhm.
I have to know the answer to this.
I'll buy
And
that
I
one.
think
The hourglass
think-
ticked again. How is this happening?
I will be. I don't know. Gosh, I almost want to say nurturing, but that's not right. I think I'll go. I'll. You know what? I'm just going to be imperious.
All
and
right.
command like you guys. You want to see something? You want to hear what's going to happen?
Yeah, I
So
don't know
that
what's
sounds like
going
you're
on.
just rolling 2 dice straight up.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh boy, I don't want to do this. 6. Okay.
Oh, so
That
close.
is not going to do it. So on a
Who-
miss,
who-
a dangerous
I
shade
do
will
have
appear and escape your
6
control, running free
I
and
have
causing
6
havoc.
hearts with Ampix.
Who
If
wants
you
to- who
want
wants-
some,
Wait, what were those consequences again?
On a miss, a dangerous shade appears and escapes your control, running free and causing havoc.
oh, that sounds
I
not
mean,
like
I
a
know Solon is
punishment.
down for that.
How is the what? And where's the bad part?
What is the bad consequence here?
Wait, what city are we? Are we in the city still?
Yeah,
Or
you're
we're-
on the boat.
One on the
you said?
boat, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Gosh,
you
this-
rolled a 6. So you only need 2 hearts, right?
Yeah.
To get an 8.
Yeah. Anyone
That's-
want to?
Not
Anyone
bad.
want to make themselves vulnerable?
I have 2. I have 6 hearts with you. But can I only give one at a time?
No, you can spend as many as you want.
Okay,
You can
I'll give you
spend
2.
6 if you want, right?
Yeah, I'll give you 2. Or I'll give you 6 if you want.
Ditto monstrous success.
Describe how you endanger yourself for their sake.
So hold on, let me tick them down. So you were calling the dead,
Mhm.
and how are you calling the dead?
Yeah, tell me what it looks like when you're summoning the dead.
I think this time I was just without ceremony, just kind of going into a trance
Mm,
and summoning a lot of power to me.
You getting a little
I-
sneaky.
I think I see the like snakes start crawling up into you, and I
Mhm.
get worried about you.
Mhm.
So I jump on you to try to get the snakes off. So I'm also battery powering whatever it is, but
Mhm.
Nice.
it's going through me.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Okay.
Cool. So on a measured success, a famous historical figure appears and is cooperative. Then you'll ask them 2 questions. What does the future hold if we stay on this path? How do we change the future, if at all? What do you remember about
Oh.
blank? What advantage can we gain over the threat we face? And what do the gods fear here? I think the manifestation is, hey, is it okay if they inhabit you?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Like I'm a
Yeah.
puppet now.
Yeah, so I think like Hay was like grabbing on to Ampix, and all of a sudden just got like went stiff and just like pale, and
Blue-eyed.
yeah, you're like open your eyes and they're just blue on blue, and yeah, the voice is very very different. And let me grab an Atlantean name. Do
Clear Atlantean accent.
so what y'all looking to know here?
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
I'm definitely not Hay.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Okay, great. Now I'm an Atlantean.
Oh, God.
Cool. The Hay speaks with a deep resonant voice, with a lot of reverb on,
That's
reverb on
not
it.
different than usual.
Got spooky reverb and like chime effects going on. It says, I am Verdesh, warden of the Atlantean city of the city that we're in, Natra. Who calls me?
Someone just kind of pointing to Ampix.
Sorry, could you repeat that name?
Verdesh, Verdesh.
That's one of the
Okay.
questions.
I hope that was
That's one question.
3
How do we
questions
know?
remaining.
I guess we can't just talk to them. It has to be a specific questions, right?
I am Ampix, beloved of the gods.
So I see. You have the stench of divinity on you.
Silence, shade.
Oh, God.
Speak not of things you don't know.
Okay,
That's just kind of-
I'm quiet.
but-
I won't say a word.
But do speak of things you do know. Yes, and speak true.
I know that Rook is a little bitch.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I'm cheering that on.
How do we know
Uh,
you are a true Atlantean and not a deceiver speaking with false tongues?
Does he
That's
make like all the Atlantean stuff glow?
No, he doesn't.
Gesturing with the sword that is not.
Questions there. He looks at Urtu and says, I know that you hold an accursed weapon.
Cursed.
I'm pointing at Ampix and then
Accursed.
like a
I thought it
questioning
was
look on his face.
blessed with the soul of a great
Oh,
Atlantean
Urtu.
warrior.
Okay, got it.
So I'm told.
It was blessed with the soul of a warrior. That's true.
I like that Urtu's getting free questions. Keep
Keep
him talking, Urtu.
Yeah. What does the future hold if we stay on the path with the Neo-Atlanteans?
He gives, he like regards each of you in turn. Like, hey, kind of like, says, if you cooperate with my descendants, then you will one by one strike down the gods and make room for Atlanteans and humans to coexist once again.
You have my sword.
You have your sword, and you
I
hang on to
mean-
that because that's
I meant metaphorically
time.
on your side.
and sorcerer. I assume the same of you.
I Coexistence could work, yes, if that's where we'll end up. It's always so hard to tell where these things will go.
I
Or what
am telling you that
coexistence
I'm
means
literally telling you the future.
I mean, from your perspective, what you
This is-
described as coexistence could be undesirable from our perspective.
Next question. Next question.
This is
mentioned
pessimism you
dolphins.
exhibit.
I mean,
mentioned
there's
dolphins
a
at
whole range
all.
of outlets.
Speciesist.
The future
It'll
has
be
been
fine for
foretold. We will be
humans.
successful. Game, this is all we need to know. Let's go kill some gods.
Or to you're pretty gung ho to kill gods. Everything okay?
You know, he gets this way. You know,
I've been very directionless until I discovered this new.
Oh,
You
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this because you can't go back to the lady
This is
you
why we are
kissed?
here.
Because
We are
your
powerful.
brother's
This is
married
why we
to
have all
her?
been brought together.
Like you're
because only
avoiding
The four of us together can
feelings.
defeat the gods with our
If you want
combined
to talk about
powers.
it at some point.
just avoiding your feelings, man.
I mean, not necessarily with us, but with someone.
Yeah, not
you know
someone we pay.
the priests of Zuzur are very good listeners to secrets.
They
They-
listen to me a lot.
Verdesh.
Oh, yeah, I guess he can't look at A because he's inside hay. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Good
And I missed what you said when you said he looked at hay earlier.
It's
'cause
like definitely saw like, okay, you're useful this way, you're useful that way, you're useful that way. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, he'll be good.
I'm super great at stuff. I can swim real hard. I hold my breath more than any of these buckos.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I want to ask a question. Oh, well, okay. What advantage can we gain over the threat we face?
Which threat specifically are you talking about?
Yeah, I was hoping you would. I was
what's
hoping
the
you would
worst
just
one?
give me
Dealer's
them
choice,
all.
that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if he,
yeah.
he's answering from his perspective, the threat is the gods, and the advantage you can gain is leveraging your connection to the pantheon, and probably leveraging your connection with Rook directly, since you seem to have a special relationship with him, and using those as pressure points or leverage points will definitely give you an advantage that no other mortal could have.
So you're saying we don't need to find a pathway to the dead. We can just create one.
I don't think you will have any trouble. I think you are the advantage. These other three,
What?
they have the ability, but not the way to apply those abilities without you.
This is perfect. It all makes sense now. Because
And-
Rook is the god of the dead. Therefore, we kill the other gods. What bigger death is there than a god death? Rook feasts on other gods' deaths. And then that sounds like a very win-win scenario for us and Rook. Rook being the only god left. Because Rook's never been particularly oppressive. I mean, death
And then
is
there's only
part of
one,
life.
you can gang up on him.
I don't like dying. I
Well,
don't like it when anybody else dies. I would hate it if you died.
Like,
Donna talked that.
But yeah, Donna's talking. Go suck eggs.
I don't know. Just,
there could be an
Richard,
alliance with Rook.
have you tried journaling? Maybe.
Oh, no.
It just feels like there's a lot going on here. That
It's also
Meditation
clear
really
now.
helped me.
Gang up with Rook, kill the other gods. Everyone wins.
That guy's got it. For to shout.
That guy was a douche.
Are you okay? He did not harm your flesh body, did he?
When are we gonna get to meet the Atlantean?
His voice was
was-
so deep and resonant.
You were the Atlantean. The Atlantean spoke through you.
Oh, not again. Never get to meet the dead guys.
I'm glad that I
I-
agreed with the Atlantean, because otherwise I could not have attacked the Atlantean being in your body. It was very confusing.
I never get to meet the dead people. They always come through me. It's not fair.
Okay,
Perhaps it's
next
because you're
time
such
I'll
a-
host-
Such a good
I'll
vessel.
host the dead guy. We'll do a rotation.
Rotation of dead hosts. It's your turn to host a dead guy this time.
Oh, man, they always leave a mess.
So we're gonna kill some pirates now instead of
so-
thinking about whether we want to do this or not.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
I think
think
we-
I'm coming around to like if Ampix thinks it's okay to kill the god, then surely.
Hey,
we should.
I didn't say that.
But
I
I
said
think
we should-
that's how Solon is.
Yeah, I think Hayes just along for the ride. It's like, oh, okay. Seems
Yeah.
like we're doing this.
I think
I don't really
yes,
care.
let's let this idea percolate. And find the pirates. And we can Urtu, if there's a nice person for you to meet among the pirates, like we can talk. Like,
Or too lonely.
I mean, hey, you know how he is. Like next week, it's going to be like, because it's going to be Atlantean poetry or something. Yeah,
Atlantean.
he gets phases.
Obscure Atlantean.
So
currency.
which force is Rook? Is Rook its own force, or is that part of like
Rook
the
is
wilds
like
or force?
Rook is Pantheon, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
he's
also a
associated with
force.
death. Yeah, he's associated with death, but he is part of the Pantheon.
Okay, that's confusing.
Yeah, it's like Pantheon, sorcery, death and
Yeah.
spirits, and then city and wild.
Okay.
And it's funny that Urtu and Hay are like buds because you're basically the city and wild characters.
We're like the odd couple.
And Solon and Ampix keep hanging out.
Yeah, I know. It's
Well,
great.
I was just looking. I have favor with death and the wilds.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like at this point, Urtu's very excited about this. And I kind of think maybe Urtu beseeches Rook.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
what?
Holds his Atlantean sword to the sky and says, "Now, Rook, I see the path. Guide my sword to its first destination."
Wait,
Ooh.
you're beseeching Rook to kill gods?
Yeah, Rook, he's all about death.
Yeah, but maybe
Again,
not
what
for-
bigger death is there than the death of gods that are not
He's a
Rook?
God. He's a
Yeah, but he's
god.
the exception. He's the death god.
You decided this. You just convinced yourself of this. We don't know if that's true.
We know
let's
Rook is
see.
the god of death.
Yeah. So you have a +1 relationship with him already. So you'll be
Great.
rolling 2 dice +1.
Makes total sense to
To
Urtu.
beseech
It's like
that
he's the
force.
god of
Yeah.
death. We want to kill the other gods.
And I think he's
Is he-
declaring this before Solon can be like, wait.
Oh,
we sure about this?
And he shows up as a baby tiny kitty cat. Just a kitten.
Hold on, I gotta choose. Wait, do I choose an approach for this?
No, you roll plus your relationship. So it's +1.
Oh, plus my relationship, right?
Yeah.
So it's
I think
2d6
all of us
plus
are like,
1.
no.
Why?
Why?
Rook, guide my sword, Rook.
You just get so excited sometimes.
Oh,
That
I
is a
mean-
7, which is a miss. Does someone else want to endanger yourself with a heart for or to
I already endangered myself last game for you, and I got 0 points with you now.
In
You're on
a-
your own.
In a min-max sort of way, yes, but I don't feel like Solon would jump into this.
Epics?
You know, I think so. I think I've got a heart. I think
All right.
you know, Hay was there for me, so I will like
Forward.
All right.
Yeah,
So spending a
I
heart to
will-
bring it up to a measured success, the force helps you within reason. And
Ah, boo, reason.
you also have Rook is your supernatural client, who will definitely help you for a price. So what tell me again what exactly you're looking for here, or two.
For to basically get in bed with Rook, because I think that will make a great partnership, and basically like tell us the first step. Like first thing first, go kill this god. Which god do we take down? Because I imagine, obviously, there's like many gods, right? So it's not like one master plan to just kill all the gods. You gotta like
Just have a god party, and then they're all invited.
right? Yeah,
One place.
and then you poison the god food.
Demon.
And they're all dead.
The Neo-Atlanteans did ask you to kill Rook first, I think, but
Oops.
that's beside the point.
Oh, that was more of a
We did not listen
did
to
they? I
everything.
remember- I
they
more of
remember
a
said.
that.
good to have.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
were
know.
there. That's right.
Full on
That
tap,
makes
but
no
on
sense.
Because
I'm sure that's not what they meant.
They had already taken the heart of Rook and weakened him, and Rook just got his heart back, and so he's probably still in a kind of weakened state. So if you want to strike now, now's the time to do that. But Rook does
We know what to.
help you within reason. So how? Hmm. Yeah. So you're looking for guidance on which god to go after first. That's not him.
Yeah, I kind of again, I think Ertu's master plan is thinking we can like. This is his vision of like brokering what's best for everybody. Like it's best for humanity. Rook survives and gets god death, which has got to be like the what do you call it?
Cause for celebration in the land of the dead.
Delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, when you what do you
Multiple
call it? A
orgasms.
particularly fancy, awesome meal. The name is escaping me.
Feast.
There's that. But
Banquet.
no,
Cornucopia,
no, the thing. It's a
Lunchables.
pre-feast menu,
when it's a really rare thing, and you go, oh, that's a
delicacy.
thank you. Yes, delicacy was what I'm searching for.
We'll just play this game all night.
I was like, what is that
Like-
fucking word?
Just playing taboo.
No, not feast.
Great. Ertu, you Apex, how are you making yourself vulnerable to that hardware?
I think I am.
Flawless plan.
I'm making myself vulnerable by attracting Rook's attention through our connection. Whether that's
Excellent.
like,
Do you what like symbols of Smilla do you have on you? Or not Smilla, Zeus.
what symbols?
Yeah, like what clearly distinguishes you as a worshiper of
My
Zeus?
my sacred gold bracelets are all snake design.
Yes.
And the forked tongue, right? But
Oh yes, I have
Yeah.
a forked tongue. Wait, doesn't everybody? I'm not-
So you're the one opening yourself up. So I think nothing like or just kind of like standing there with the sword up to the sky,
oh,
and like nothing is really happening at first, and there's kind of an awkward pause, and Apex starts getting like a twisting pain in your stomach, and just like it feels like you just hunch over, and it feels like you're just gonna hurl, and your jaw kind of distends, kind of like that of a snake, and a black cat just like emerges wet and mewling out of your mouth.
oh,
It falls to the deck, and like
Meow.
you're like,
Takes its
oh no,
own.
like this is not done yet. This is not done yet. And that happens a few more times until there's a half dozen black cats kind of circling you and kind of pawing at you, and one might manage to like climb up your clothes and starts like pulling, like trying to pull off your bracelets.
Mm.
And they're all like mewling and pawing at you.
Ertu, I think you got your answer here.
Ah, welcome, Rook.
I'm gently pushing cats off of me. Like, I know. Yes.
Give me it, shinies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's Zuz's Rook's sign that Zuz is first up on the menu.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yes, I think Apex will be like, well, obviously this means that Zuz and Rook are aligned.
Oh, no.
Because of course the cats are attracted to the snakes, and probably this kind of is, I think, probably. That's probably what he's saying.
And Solon just
Uh,
takes it as that, like deferring to Ampix about matters related to gods. Oh, okay.
So yeah. So a simple reading of this omen would be that Rook, but that's on the first level of reading. The deeper you have to read these more deeply. You know, the great the great scholar Derrid once said that there's always a language behind language.
It has opened a new corner of my mind that I have previously not considered. You see, let us think about the gods for a moment. Now, we have Rook, the god of death. Rook doesn't so much oppress us. Death is a part of life. And Zuz is the god of sex, which I don't see a way in which Zuz oppresses. I like Zuz, and I like what Zuz represents, the sex and the serpents and song. But the other gods, if you think about it, Anu, the god of the harvest. Yeah, that's the oppressive god, like, oh, bow to me or I'll make you starve and your crops will burn and wither. And Smila, the god of destiny, who's like, oh, I get to program where your life goes. You don't have a say. You do what I say or I give you a bad destiny. And then Kanuz, the god of the sea, who's like, oh, you bow to me or I sink your ships and kill your dolphin brethren. So
Everyone knows there is no god of the sea. If you've ever been to the ocean, everyone knows there's no order there.
It has made me truly scrutinize the gods for the first time, in which I see no quarrel with Zuz or Rook. For I do not see the way in which they keep us under their heel. Just complicates things.
Oh, so we're
Structural
backing up
analysis
the-
by Ertu.
backing the Zuz Rook alliance and killing any competitors.
This is what seems to make the most sense to me, but we have the same problem that we had with the Dolphins, where when we wanted to broker peace, that can only happen with the willing participation. Like the Dolphins were to have said, nope, screw you, we're going to keep killing humans, in the same way that
I'm not so willing still.
that if Rook and Zuz, I mean, what if they're like, nope, if Rook is just like, nope, as part of this, you have to go kill Zuz, then we have an issue.
Are the gods NPCs?
Kind of.
Can I assert dominance with a god?
I don't know.
Like, I know we can't end a conversation with a god.
Because they're not
Okay.
mortals.
Well, then I probably
Yeah.
not. Then, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Well, it just
that
depends, because my move
they're world
specifically says with a
forces.
mortal.
Yeah. I think they're more world forces. So I think technically I am playing them, so they're kind of NPCs. I think it's just like the same. Like I Am Magnificent probably wouldn't work on a god because
Okay.
they're
Got it.
forces, not
I think
people.
so. That makes sense. I just
Yeah.
wanted to find the loophole if there was one.
Yeah.
This conversation with God bores me.
End it.
So that leaves us with the dilemma where if we cannot brook an accord with the gods, then we're back to, do we just have to kill all the gods? Because killing none of the gods, that's not an option.
Yeah, then the other ones will gang up on you. It's like when you're hunting sharks.
Hmm.
You can't leave any of them alive, or you'll
Gods are
regret
very
it.
much like sharks.
Gods are like sharks.
I kind of wanted you just to say that. It's kind of like hunting sharks.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Has our boat been listening to us?
I mean, you're not.
it's been
being
walking
quiet.
around probably. I think Hay has been petting the boat while we've been talking. Hay is still bewildered, but
It's probably
none of this has helped.
A deep purr coming from
Purr, like a rumble.
happy
the barely audible.
I am willing to take on a vendetta against the other gods, but I have no quarrel with Zuz or Rook. And I will not war with them simply because some Neo-Atlanteans think we should. That doesn't mean they're right. Group think. Crowd, like angry crowds with pitchforks. Is
Got into
a
Urtu lately.
complex and nuanced issue. It's amazing.
Urtu-
One evening
is-
in a pub with some ale and a coin and everything changes.
Urtu picked up like a manifesto last night and it's not been the same. I just try to avoid thinking about.
These are the moments that define who we are and change our lives. Put us on the paths we are meant to be on.
Still on trying to be casual. So maybe we kill Canus first.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Just let me, off the top of my head. What have we got?
Canus is the ocean one. Yeah.
But-
Fuck that guy.
Will we anger Rook if we don't kill Zuz now that Rook has spoken? I want to be reasonable. I would hope the gods will be as well.
Yeah.
We have no control over that.
Still, Rook will understand we're
Yeah,
doing
gods
things
are
in the
notoriously
order that
reasonable.
works for us.
Very, very rational.
That felt like more of a suggestion than a command. If it were,
He's very busy. How is he going to keep track of every little thing we do?
I mean, I kind of thought Rook owed us.
If I may just say out loud, great Rook, I mean you no disrespect. I have the utmost respect for you, but I have no quarrel with Zuz either. I hope going after Canus is fine. Because that's, I mean,
yeah, if Rook has a problem, Rook will let us know somehow.
Cats
Yeah,
start
what-
raining
What,
down
what
the
I was going to say,
sky.
what are the 6 cats doing now?
They're just like doing circles around you. Still.
Okay.
all
marking
right, well,
out.
that seems like a
Anything
very
we say to Rook, we're directing to the cats.
Like trying to get the cats to slow down.
This
Yeah.
is the perfect representation of the human brain is trying to find patterns. They're probably not conveying anything, but like, yeah, see, looks like they're very in much agreement with this plan.
Yeah.
Look, the way they walk around in a circle when we mentioned killing Canus, that's obvious.
Clearly.
Clearly.
It's like, if we have to keep a secret from Rook, we have to cover the ears of 6 cats. Yes. Well, does anyone have any salted fish or something we could give the cats? Should we go fishing? while we wait
Always.
for the?
I've always
should
got
we-
salted fish. I think
Hey,
they
yeah.
just pull
That's
some
really-
out.
Let's go. Let's take the cats fishing.
We do have ample food and wine.
I love fishing.
Jump in the water and just come up with a fish in your mouth.
Yeah, I think Hay hops in the water and brings a fish up in the mouth.
Feeds it to the cats. Perfect. Our offerings to Rook. As a,
Fish.
Of a fish. As a sign of the god of the sea that will be murdered.
Perfect. It's so symbolic. We allow Rook's manifestations to eat the manifestations of the god of the sea. It's all coming together.
So Canis is the target.
Target Canis.
Target Canis.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cool. I think this is a good time to let you sleep on your decision on the boat, and let's take a little 5-minute break, and we'll come back and see what the morning brings.
We
Thank
do
you,
not regret
Brad.
Pirates.
anything.
It's gonna bring pirates. It's bringing pirates.
chickens have little misters like outdoor restaurants have.
Oh,
Because 106 degrees.
yeah.
And we've already lost one chicken to heat.
Damn.
Yeah.
No chickens, no.
Yeah.
Fluffy for
Right.
Texas.
Yeah, too fluffy for Texas.
Hi, Bun. Hi, Bunny.
Cool. Morning comes, but it is difficult to tell because the sky is kind of gray. Looks like there might be a storm rolling in from the southwest, I guess. Anything y'all want to do in the morning when you wake up?
Kill canoes.
I kind of want to go back to the Pelican Island and announce that we're taking on the job,
Awesome.
or at least get a message to them.
Nice. Are you going alone?
Could we send a messenger to Pelican Island, or
We can
do
send the
wanna-
dolphins.
You
all
could,
of
yeah,
the-
you could totally hire a messenger. Yeah, I think.
or the imps.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
I don't think the imps are gonna deliver the right message.
Yeah, can we do that via
He says he's
dolphin
gonna
somehow?
put bacon on the canoes. Yeah, you can totally hire a messenger. Like throw some coin at him, and
Hmm.
yeah, they can tell the custodian like here's
Yeah,
here's what it
canoes
is.
is the first, is what we will tell.
Nice. Ertu, we had in wishes that you wanted to have a conversation with Uvil, the armorer, when
Yeah,
you
about
go to deliver the Atlantean stuff to them.
I don't remember that wish.
oh
but
yeah,
that
we got some
sounds cool.
Atlantean stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
wanted to chat.
Turn into gold.
Cycle that stuff into gold.
Yeah, so you can easily do that. Go have that scene in the morning. Uvil's just banging away at his forge.
Ah, we return with goods from Atlantis, my friend.
From Atlantis.
Yeah, that's where we got it, right? Wait, where did we get it? I'm trying to remember where we got this stuff.
Yeah, the dolphins.
Oh, right, the
scraps
dolphins.
from underwater. Yeah. Do I want to know how you got these so quickly?
Dolphins.
Hay is brethren with the dolphins.
Oh, convenience. I'll give the dolphins my thanks. And he like starts. You probably have like just a giant sack full of stuff, and he's just like, "Oh, this is Christmas," and he brings out a couple ropes. Not like rope, not like ship rope, but like thick strings with just a whole bunch of shells stringed along them. It brings you 3 of those. Like, here you go, bam, here's a lot of money for you, and takes them back and starts
Don't spend
just
it all in one place.
puts them in the pile of things to work for.
Let's go spend it all in one place.
You will soon enough. And I think, well, let's see, were you? No, neither of you were at the lighthouse. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, he promised Hay that he would additionally forge you something that you can use while still using your hands, probably like some sort of Atlantean spurs or something. Did either of you want to talk to him about anything?
Does he know anything?
We didn't talk to him about the new Atlanteans, did we?
asked
I
him
don't think
about-
you. Yeah, you didn't know about the new Atlanteans, but there was a little bit of history lesson
Yeah,
there.
maybe we ask him about if these guys are scumbags.
Want to just kind of get his opinion. Like, what do you think of these Neo-Atlanteans who want the gods killed?
Do you want? Is this just talking, or do you want to do an assess?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really investigating so much as trying to
Yeah,
feel out where he felt about it.
yeah,
If he was
I
like,
think.
fuck them, or like, yeah, they got a good point, or whatever.
Yeah, no, I think he's like there are many in Natra who share, or at least believe they share, blood with the fallen Atlanteans, and would like to see them become unfallen, basically. To let them rise up. And there are many of us. I think that's when you like see like there's a little extra blue around his irises
Mm.
and the sclera of his eye. It seems like your tone makes me feel like you've spoken to others about this.
We have been doing much philosophizing and thinking about the subject lately.
As for me, I have no need for gods. I work with what I have at hand and work for the people on the islands.
But answer me this. So let's say there is someone who has no need for a smith.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean that you and an honest smith just doing your job, not negatively impacting anyone else, should be eliminated. Do you agree?
Of course. But if the Smiths were interfering in the lives of others where they weren't wanted, then it might be reasonable to take some sort of action against them.
Absolutely. But here's where I think sometimes the truth lays in the gray areas. For not all the gods are malicious and treat us like slaves.
I wouldn't say any of them are malicious. I'd say they're more like children,
Well, do they care? Yeah.
capricious, and mortals are playthings to them if they think of us at all.
So do you not think there could be a middle ground where the more perhaps you could get help from some of the gods that make not as much of a difference in our lives, to get rid of the more oppressive ones that make the most negative impact on our lives?
I think that any god that offers something to a human expects something in return. Gods must feed. They will feed on us.
These are complex times.
They have never not been complex.
Well, then, to play devil's advocate, tell me, how would you say, for example, Zuz? How is it that Zuz deserves to be snuffed out of existence? And to be fair, this is not a pointed question. I am no particular like worshiper of Zuz trying to entrap you in any way. It is genuinely a philosophical pondering of mine lately. I like what Zuz stands for.
Secrets.
Sometimes they're necessary. For
What does
example,
it-
if one
what
was
does
planning to
Zuz-
kill some gods, you probably want to keep that kind of a secret.
That's true, you would. What does Zuz ask of their followers?
No, since I'm not one, I'm not the most knowledgeable to speak on that. If Zuz just wants me to have lots of sex, though, I happily indulge Zuz.
You could do that on your own, though, I'm sure.
then now you bring up the point, another good point then. What is it the gods, certain gods anyway, do to enhance our lives? Maybe that's an
Exactly.
angle worth investigating.
Anyone who touches a god too closely is transformed by the experience.
Because once again, I would bring up your profession in that even someone who thinks they don't need a smith, well, they probably don't realize how many of your wares they use on a daily basis.
But they may use a sword every day, and I will never turn them to metal and use them to forge another.
No, I'm just saying they may not perhaps see the whole truth or the ways in which you positively affect their lives. They may think, I don't need a smith. We could do without them, not even realizing they would have no tools, no weapons.
Unless they learn to smith themselves.
Yes, but not every person can learn every profession now, can they? We all have
It's true.
our things that we add and help each other out as a community.
I agree.
I just think there's room for sometimes more investigation and less absolutism, perhaps. Perhaps that will lead us to the greatest chance of success and the best balance in the world.
Hmm.
Wow, that was must have been some hell of some mead at that pub the other night.
And what of you, little one? What are your thoughts?
I don't know about these gods. Seems to me the gods are just ways people blame stuff on other stuff. The real problem is us. Pirates.
The gods would agree.
But I'm not against killing them. So I'm along for the ride.
Oh, yeah. Along for the ride of killing the gods. All right. I didn't know the ride had started.
Other than killing some pirates, I don't have anything else on my calendar. What about maybe a nap? I don't know.
Naps are good.
Yeah.
Whose domain do naps fall under, I wonder?
That's the wilds.
Does naps fall under? Oh. Is everyone asleep?
Could be Zuz if it was a post-coital nap.
Or if it's the forever nap, it's Rook.
Oh,
Ooh, that's true.
It's true. A nap is kind of like a tiny temporary death.
If you're taking a nap but you don't want to get caught in class, it's a secret nap. Smila.
Wait, secrets are Zuz as well, aren't they?
Oh wait,
They
no,
are,
wait.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Zuz again.
I'm making up a sleep god right now.
Gee.
Oh, there we go.
The god of sleep.
Vither. Underground silver dreams and medicine.
Courses.
Yeah. Anything you else you require from a simple smith?
No, it's been wonderful conversation. You have a good mind, giving me much to think about.
I'll return anytime you've plundered the ruins of Atlantis for more goods. The tide rises.
Yes. And also goes out.
Yes. And also, I was trying to remember what it was. I was like, and always with you. Wait, no.
What about Epics and Solon was Alpha Messenger. Epics, you doing anything in the morning?
Just sort of communing with myself slash.
Gonna go
I'm-
blind that way. Yeah.
Sitting in the city, one of the city courtyards, just like enjoying a coffee and playing music and spying on people.
Do you want? Is this spying an assessor, or is it just kind of people watching?
Yeah. Let's get a roll.
All right. What's your
That never goes wrong, right?
approach?
Guys are
I
always
guess-
our friends.
Insightful.
Yeah, +3.
Should I just take the monstrous?
You can also do that. You can also just take a curse and do a monstrous.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out how many like yeah. How Innsmouth is this town? That's my 10.
A 10. Man,
Oh,
y'all
wow.
are
Wow.
still
Threading
killing
the
it.
needle.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll paste the questions in chat. And here they are. So you can ask 2.
Yeah. I guess I mean I'm almost like just trying to get the vibe of the town.
Mhm.
Who or what is the biggest threat?
I think the biggest threat is the storm that is brewing on the horizon.
Okay. Okay.
Like a literal storm.
Literal storm. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What here can I use to I don't know, blackmail some people or learn more secrets, I guess is one way.
You could leverage your information about the Neo-Atlanteans, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so probably like just like every once in a while I'm ordering another pastry, I might just say like, oh, so that tide, it's sure is coming in.
It is, yes. High tide.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like go to someone else, like, how about that tide? I'm just like yelling tide to people.
No, I think
Tide?
being on islands, people who are not part of the Neo-Atlanteans are very familiar with the tides, and they're like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, cool, the tides." Unless you say the magic words, you're you're just chatting about the weather, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you found someone who was a Neo-Atlantean, you could definitely use that knowledge to kind of turn the knife a little bit.
Yeah. I guess this just for information for later, does anyone have bluer eyes than usual?
Excellent
Unusual.
question. Let me do a little roll and find out. Dice roller. What's your perception? Let's roll the dice. Yes, absolutely. Not like anyone's serving you, but there's definitely like a pretty well off looking person that kind of walks by, and like you are shouting tide weirdly and loudly and often enough that they kind of like slow down and give you a look, and they're just like full on blue and blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of like give you a nod, but they see that you're kind of like all zoozed up there. Okay.
Need to get contact lenses.
Get your eyes patched by a sorcerer. Cool. I think the morning progresses. It continues to get darker as the storm kind of rolls in, and folks on the docks are agitated. It seems like nervous. and a bit before afternoon kicks in, I think the storm kind of like just whips in from the southwest.
Oh, no. Poor boat.
Yeah, but we're just like,
Boat.
I'm wet. People are battening stuff down, running inside. It just like goes from like kind of dark to like there's just a crack of lightning and the sky opens up basically.
Mhm.
And yeah, in that, where are y'all like still like mostly hanging out on the boat, or like after you're done with your coffee coming back? Yeah.
I could see us coming back to the boat.
Yeah. During this that's great. During this downpour, after just a short while, whoever's on the boat sees a longboat kind of being rowed into
Oh no.
port. Does any of you have like a spyglass or anything?
It feels like Solon should have something
I
like
feel like
that.
somebody would on the ship for sure.
I feel like I would try and scry actually what was going on with that ship.
Yeah.
If I may roll.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I trying to get with this?
Scratch, 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 scratch.
I can tell you on the longboat at least there are a couple people rowing and a woman standing at the bow.
Okay, let's see. So I'm rolling 5d, scrying the boat. But now I don't know what I want to say about the boat, but we'll just see. 18.
I always just
Ooh.
roll and then figure it out, but I forget you have so many options.
Yeah, you got some eights
And I
there. So.
can scry the boat if I want to. Can I also put a giant hand on the boat?
I mean, you could do that.
Oh no. That would be terrible. But I mean, yeah, 2 dice of equal value is metamorphosis, but the dice sum to at least 12, so I could just move the boat closer to us.
Could do that.
Oh, but it's only up to twice my size, so I can't do that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
So you could move one of the people on the boat.
I could hunt it.
Oh. Could I phantasm the boat? Not with the card, not with what I have. Okay.
Oh, real quick, I just remember something. When I beseeched Rook, I spent the favor I had with death, right?
No, it just stays.
Oh, it does stay?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought we had moved it.
Yeah, it goes up if you get a monstrous.
Gotcha.
And
Guess I was mixing it up with hearts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll use my scrying on the boat. But
Cool.
now I have to say something that is true of the boat.
Yeah.
And I don't want to wrecking ball anything that you're setting up with the boat.
I mean, it's a loose idea, so.
Okay. Oh no, that's crazy and stupid. Oh no.
Yes.
I'm
See
sorry
that like
about
it's a
this.
bad thing.
The thing I see is it's kind of the image on the scrying mirror is kind of coming in on the boat and into its cabin. I'm assuming there's
It's
a
like
cabin.
it's like just like a longboat that's being rowed.
Okay, then
Yeah, and it's open to the storm, and they're like there's 2 guys just rowing, kind of trudging, and just one woman kind of standing at the bow, kind of
yeah.
focused on the port.
I don't like this. We come in on the longboat, we see that there's some precious cargo in the boat, and then we get a closer look at it, and it is the hourglass that is running down on his. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Great.
And Ampik or Solon is just like, this doesn't look like anything to me. It shows it to Ampix.
We just got some kind of antique hourglass.
Yeah, it's like like 2 feet tall onyx, black, black volcanic sand in it. And it's about a third quarter of the way run out.
Hmm.
Do you want to do anything before they get to port?
Can I hunt them?
Yes. When you want to track someone or something. Well,
I guess we know where they're going.
Yeah.
They're going to port.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need to do a hunt roll. Like you know where they're going. They're going straight for port.
Force them to go to port, though.
They're definitely going to port, and they're not really taking any notice of you, so there's not any need to like try to not be
Sneak,
noticed.
sneak, 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 sneak. Okay.
You could do an SS if you want.
Are we in the wilds?
You're at port, so
Oh,
you're
we're
in
at
a
the city. In
Yeah,
the city.
but you're also on the water, so you might be
No,
able to
I think I want to
make
see
it.
what they're gonna do.
Okay. Or tour epics.
I don't have any ideas. Go on
Sorry,
here.
ideas for what?
Like anything to do before they reach port.
Just along for support at this point, I think, because I'm not sure what we're doing.
Yeah, we don't really. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, what they're up to. So
Letting others take the lead.
yeah.
A sword at the ready.
Yeah, I expand my staff and then lean into Hay and say, like, remind me what we're doing.
Killing. These are the pirates that killed my family.
What?
They murdered my family. We're going
Should we
to
jump the boat?
become part of their crew, become beloved by all of them,
Break their hearts.
and break their hearts, and then leave
And then turn them into birds and
and turn them into birds.
We act quickly, we can jump on the boat.
Yeah, let's just hop on. Say we've always been there.
Because you said this is like a really small boat, right, Mark? Like,
It's just a longboat, they're just
Yeah.
there's two guys rowing and the one woman up front.
right. So,
And actually, Urtu, if you are paying attention, which I assume everyone's kind of keep an eye on it now, she does have a distinctive sword, and I'd like you to describe it.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Is it Atlantean, or is that up to me? Or
It's
is
totally
that
up to you.
describe it?
It's just like not a normal sword.
For some reason I think it's the blade is like in the pattern of like flames. So it's like a bunch of little sharp pointy blades coming out of the side of the main blade.
Nice.
So it's basically like metal flame.
Nice.
As if it were a flaming sword, but it's not actually flames, it's just
but
metal
it's made out
plates.
of
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
A big pointy metal flame symbol thing.
Awesome.
Words not working.
Cool. So they pull up to one of the docks, and the two guys get out, and they actually one of them has the hourglass and is kind of like trudging along with it. It's like this big, and
Wheels on that.
she like just makes a beeline for the skeleton key. I think the other two like are close behind her. They want to get out of the rain. She doesn't seem to care. What like Hay and Urtu especially, like you were in there before. Anything you would like to do there?
I want to get hired on that boat. But I assume we shouldn't let Urtu be seen, because Urtu is the brother of the person that she killed.
Yeah, I don't
Twin
think she
brother,
knows
that's
me.
right. Yeah. Twin
Oh
brother.
yeah, twin. Yes, I was gonna say I don't think she knows me, but
Or
We
was she
never-
even remember? She might not
No.
even remember killing him. Like it might not have been personal.
that's true. You know.
It's like the dolphins, where they were like, "Oh yeah."
I
we
also
just-
actually, it's funny you say that because I don't think I ever really thought about whether we were identical twins or not.
Mm.
But that might have come up earlier. We might have
Yeah, I
established
don't
it.
know.
Nice to
I don't know.
I think maybe
All humans look the same to me.
I
human
think
face blindness.
Alara might have said something like, if you're not identical, then you probably look pretty much alike.
Yeah, because I was thinking in my mind, I wasn't thinking we were identical, but
I also think she
but you're
probably would
brothers.
remember.
yeah, we're brothers, so we
Yeah.
have a resemblance.
Yeah.
She probably killed him and didn't think about it.
So
And
how
I've
do you
got a
wanna-
big beard. You can't tell what anybody looks like under a big
Yeah.
giant beard.
How do you want to do this?
I feel like we've already talked to some people in the Skeleton Key who are going to recommend us for because we found the person. Okay, stop me if you think this is too much.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
If I think there's like a person that they usually go to like find people for hire, and we already got in good with that person because our two got them drunk the other night.
Wilder, I think, was the guy you talked to.
Yeah, Wilder. And so we asked Wilder to give our names.
Where did you tell him to find you? I assume it's not on your ship.
No. I think that I think we've been kind of following them in, right? I thought we followed them in to the
sure.
Key. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're like casually kind of walking in after them, or at least Hay is.
Cool. Is there two
I
following?
think Hay saw them, hopped in the water, and dolphined over, and is like casually, very wet, but casually walking in like after them. Maybe others are with me. I don't know.
Yeah. Are the others following?
We may not have to. I think I'm just trying to get us hired. I don't know if everybody needs to be there, but
Yeah, I could see this as like, hey, is going to handle this on their own.
Cool. Yeah.
but you're welcome to come.
Yeah. And I think as you're walking in, like everyone is like very pointedly minding their own business.
Yes. Yeah, I think that Wilder was like, you're not going to have trouble because no one wants to work with them.
Yeah. And what Wilder, I think, is looking very kind of like intimidated by her. And he just like, oh, he sees her door. He's like, yeah, that one. And she turns. And she's just like, got like kind of a silver, like really long silver hair. Got like a scar that goes like straight across her face, like here, like across her, like from cheek to upper lip to other cheek, and just hand resting on the sword. And the two guys are kind of stationed up at either side of the door as you walk in, so they're kind of like on either side of you. And she's like rolls right up to you, and she's probably a foot taller than you. And like just looks down and says, "You're a sailor. What's with the armor?" You look more like a soldier than a sailor.
You know it gets rough out there.
Tell me about yourself.
I think Hay has been trying to be like normal. And it was like, well,
Okay,
it's hard
so
to
you still keep saying you're doing something inappropriate. That's right.
yeah, I think I have the fish out of water, so I can't
Yeah.
like be super appropriate here. I think Hay launches into like, well, I actually like don't know how to say a lot of it in human language yet. But like a lot of the beginning of it, you can kind of think of like in a collective sense, like if a pod was an idea, and I was not part of a pod, and then I was, and then.
Are you trying to act appropriately?
No, I mean, yeah, I think I'm trying to act appropriately, but like speak dolphin a lot and like, drink out of her cup.
She doesn't have a cup.
Well, it's a cup that's on the table then.
Let's make that fish out of water roll then and see how that works.
I don't understand how that roll works. I thought that was just like how I existed.
So when you're in the city and want to act appropriately,
Yes, yeah.
or completely like an animal,
But I'm not
roll-
allowed to, so I
roll
have
plus your-
another,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
sorry, I have another, I'm becoming animal though.
Oh, so you can't do the civilized thing.
So I already know that it won't work.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
saying. Yeah, is
Got
that I
it.
can't,
I didn't see it those interacted
I
like that.
cannot behave civilized.
Oh,
So you can only behave
you can
shockingly.
only
Yeah.
behave like a complete animal.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of shocking.
Are you doing that intentionally because you can get pluses if you're doing that?
Well, this has to do with your curses, right? Because I remember your curses say you keep saying or
Oh,
doing
this is
something inappropriate.
the move.
No, mine's from becoming animal. My move says
Oh, your
I'm no
move.
longer
I got you.
Yeah. So
allowed to
when you're in
behave
the city and want
civilized.
to act shockingly, you'll roll plus to your approach.
I
And
thought this
then
was what works
either way
because
you
your
get-
curse says you keep doing or saying something inappropriate.
Yeah.
But when you do that, if you have a regular success, you get a +1 going forward. If you get +1 in your next roll, Monstrous gets a +2, and on a miss, something happens.
And I think Hay launches into like and now back to your point about the armor, it's because dolphins gave it to me, and I know that you're probably having a lot of trouble with dolphins lately, and I can help you with that. So that's why you should take me on your boat. And I
Dolphins
don't even need
gave it to you.
I don't even need a cabin because I sleep in the water. Yeah.
Dolphins gave it to you.
Oh no.
She took it from the dolphins when we killed them. They're being modest.
And this is the first time she notices, or two, I guess.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
her
no.
was here.
I guess. Are you showing?
Oh
up
yeah, I
behind?
figured because we were last time we came in here,
Yeah.
we were working as a duo. It's
Oh,
like I was
good.
her-
I'm so
I
glad
was
you're
her
here because
muscle.
I was not doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was by themselves.
Oh, sorry. No, I
but-
thought we because
yeah.
I thought we'd established I was her muscle when we established our cover the first time.
Got it.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
I'm glad you're there.
And she looks at you, and like she doesn't say out loud, like, "Do we know each other?" But that's what her look is saying. You killed dolphins.
Well, they kind of had it coming. They were killing humans.
They did start it.
Killing humans.
Sinking boats, so I heard.
How would a dolphin sink a boat?
Don't
Well,
know. It didn't let him get that close to ours.
It's pretty easy to sink a boat. Boats are fragile things.
And she kind of like pushes aside Hay a little bit and gets like pretty close to Urtu. Says, "You seem to know a lot more about what's going on than your little friend here."
Oh, what's going on?
I'm just here to protect my little friend. Don't be fooled by
I'm
their
like-
size and demeanor. They're the mastermind here.
Just
Really?
this is gonna grow eventually.
And her eyes go to your sword immediately. Like, you seem like you might have some other skills.
Aside from killing things. I mean, skills that Zuz might appreciate.
Already flirting.
Oh no.
Aside from those two things, I am a pretty simple man.
I like that. Well, if you're looking for passage, we could use someone like you.
Well, we do. We're family. We work as a pair.
I suppose we can find a place for your little friend.
Don't be fooled. I know they're different. They seem they're not what they seem in a good way.
I think I saw something. Oh yeah. Animal.
Matter of fact, I think Hay killed more dolphins than I did in that battle.
Hey, your becoming animal move says your body has gained many of the physical gifts of your adopted family. Are any of those visible?
Yeah.
Or is it just like holding your breath and swimming?
Yeah, I think I can hold my breath for a really long time and I'm good at swimming. I think I have webbed hands.
Hmm. And I think when she says we can do something with your little friend, she reaches down and takes one of your hands and like looks at it and turns it over. Touched by chaos.
The wilds.
Tell me more.
I tried. I told you how I was raised in the wilds. It's hard to translate.
Being raised in the wilds doesn't always give you physical features like that. A human is a human. What are you?
Humans are animals. Just like me.
You're a
We
little
have two
animal.
others.
What kind of little animal are you?
I'm a dolphin. Obviously.
Are you saying you were raised by dolphins?
I tried to tell you that. You were not a good listener.
And yet you're killing dolphins.
You've never killed a human?
She smiles and she's like, excellent point.
Yeah.
You're on. Great. you have others with you?
We have two
Mhm.
others we usually travel and work with. Different skill sets. I think you'd be very happy with.
Weird. You think I'm weird?
Tell me more. And she like motions for, she like makes the motion, and like a couple of people like scramble to like bring over wooden cups of water.
Did we? I can't remember. Is there a general? Is there a general view of sorcery, or is it just kind of every individual? Some people think it's great, some people think it's bad, or is there a general?
It's in general frowned upon, but most people don't want to say anything because sorcerer. She motions for like y'all to sit. She like seems to relax a little bit, and invites the two to sit down at a table.
Yeah, I think back. So look, other two compatriots, a little bit of outcasts from the normal world, but that's because people frown on people of power. For example, someone who could turn an enemy's boat into a sinking mound of flesh. Or, someone say who might have
What's his name? What's your sorcerer's name?
I'm gonna make up a period name. Well, no, I'm not gonna get what's the names?
Donalon.
Yeah,
Donalon?
Donalon.
Not Donna Tough?
God, no. We wouldn't
No.
associate with Donut Sloth.
Nice. Oh, nice.
He's a wannabe. He's his own biggest hype person. Don't believe it.
No, he does pay well.
Well, fair enough. That's why he pays well, because he can't get the job done himself.
And your other friend?
My other
Sometimes
friend.
he's snakes.
Sometimes he's snakes. He's been known to do a few.
He was raised by snakes like you? Were with dolphins?
No.
let's just say he's met Rook a couple of times, and he's still here. That should tell you something.
It's not even his favorite one.
Is he a devil?
No.
I don't
nothing.
know. Maybe.
Well,
Never
true.
thought about
I
it.
guess. Not that, not to our knowledge, I guess, is really as far as we can truthfully say. He does have a forked tongue.
He sounds like some sort of demon.
Nah.
Maybe.
Someone who turns into snakes and has a forked tongue and has died and come back.
You don't know very much about the world.
Been on many, many adventures. And
Must not have seen very many things.
If there's
You'll see.
a window or something, I just
Oh
want,
yeah.
I just want like
It's still
Alex's face just to
pouring
be
down
like,
rain.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
I don't think the windows have glass in them. They just have like wooden shutters
oh, okay.
that have been like closed to the rain. But they're not super secure or anything.
I'm just lurking, trying to hear people talk about it myself.
Yeah, cool. You like hang out under the eaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
did you by chance hear anything about what recently went down at the festival?
Festival. Which festival?
What was it? I can't remember. What was our
Flood.
The
Flood
Flood
Festival.
festival?
Urban.
Chaos. Spirits
Oh,
running amok. Donut
There were
Sloth
some
getting his
stories.
ass handed to him.
there were some stories about that. I made it to Nemours, yes.
And that was us.
You summoned ghosts. And
That wasn't my intention. I was just trying to kill some people, and I accidentally ripped a hole into the ghost world. It happens sometimes when you're as powerful as I am. I can't help the effects
it
that
does.
sometimes accompany my sword swinging.
And you also defeated Donatov.
Yeah, pretty easily. In fact, we expected a harder fight.
Single-handedly.
Oh God.
I think the
Well,
show's over
single-handed.
for the night.
I don't want to take. Look, I can't take all the credit. My friend, what do we call him? Donalon? My
yeah.
friend Donalon. This is like a real improv scene where it's like, fuck, what was the names that have been dropped for people? My friend Donalon. Well, he made. What did you do? I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. You whacked him with a hand. What'd you do? You
Yeah,
made him
summoned a
smoke?
giant hand that knocked him off of his throne, and then
And then the
attacked him
turkey
with
skeletons. Yeah.
reanimated turkey skeleton.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, I knew there was birds involved somehow. Like, he
As
knocked him down
usual.
with a giant hand, and then had some animated turkey skeletons.
We have a certain style of overkill.
That does not sound like a safe person to have on a ship.
Only, he's very safe when he's on your side.
Yeah,
That's
mostly
why
like
the two
a
of us are
fish
still
the
here.
whole time.
You just don't want to be on the wrong side of him.
It's safer for him to be on your side than against you.
I
It's
think
like
that's why
insurance having him all around, really, if I think about it.
Protection.
Donut Sloth. In fact, I think we think we were on his bad side because he wanted to get rid of Donalon because it shows him up,
You know how
made him look bad. Donut
wizards
Sloth
are.
can't turn things into flesh, create animated turkey skeletons, whack people with giant hands.
Fair enough. Well, to outline the job, I think we've run to the right person. We're protecting the city of Nemours from pirates and other threats, and gives like, hey, a look. There's been disruption of shipping and fishing in the area. And the primal has been enlisted to ensure that they are not disrupted anymore.
I try and give Hay a look and basically like, you're the boss. You want to take the gig?
I think I have a plan for Hay whenever the group gets back together. not elegant, but see what people think. Sounds good.
All right.
What
This
could possibly go wrong?
So what I want to do is
Yeah.
get on the boat and then immediately do Wild Avenger
Oh no, what is
and
that?
send. So Wild Avenger is when you want to make the humans pay, mark one curse and unleash a creature or elemental monster who rampages uncontrollably, hurting friend and foe alike. Give one
Oh,
heart,
no.
being out of fierce devotion, mark another curse, make the Avenger go away again. I just think it's a foolproof plan for getting
Yeah,
people
nothing
their-
could go wrong.
their stuff and their
Well, if
boat.
that's your plan, then
It could be that, or I could do ugly thing. But
No,
Wild
I
Avenger
think
just feels really
that feels great.
satisfying.
but I think we probably would have discussed this.
Yeah, I
And
want to make
knowing
sure
that-
y'all are not on the boat.
Right.
You
So
help it.
maybe since I've established you as the boss, you could make it arrangements like, have her show you around, make sure it's up to snuff for you or whatever. And I'll go get Donalon and our other buddy.
Yeah, maybe I'm moving your like suitcases in, but they're like empty suitcases.
Oh God.
I'm gonna do this and then jump off the boat.
He's got a rucksack. It's all right. You travel
Oh,
light.
it's so heavy.
It's full of rocks. Ugh.
Cool. Well, she says
That's the plan, if that's okay with everybody.
I love the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, she says she has one more question about your snake person.
Hmm. I do too. Yes, all the time.
And so did you make it clear that they were like an avatar of Zuz or
I
whatever?
don't think we said that.
I think we were like, there's like a priest.
Just a priest.
I don't know that we know.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, he's a weird. He
Just
likes
a priest
snakes.
who does weird things.
Does snaky things.
He disappears a lot. He won't even be a bother. I promise. You'll barely see him.
Oh no.
Be dead whole time.
The more he gets paid, the more he can donate to the temple. Whatever.
So this instrument of Zuz may be the only snag in our operation. We have a certain, and she looks back at what the guy holding the
Oh yeah,
the
the thing.
hourglass.
Mhm.
We have an arrangement
Mm.
Mm.
with a someone who is not aligned with the.
All right. Well, can we just tell him he has to stay here for this job, or do I have to kill him?
That's up to you. That's your business.
All right. Well, I'd probably like to work with him again in the future, so I'd rather keep him around if we could.
So
Tough luck.
three then.
Sure.
You want me to go grab him, boss, while you
Yeah.
get acquainted?
Go get everybody. I'll get all our stuff moved in.
You got it.
All right.
boss.
Meet us at the longboat at when the tide starts going out, and we'll go to the ship.
I know the tides.
Oh.
They are my
I-
gender.
As a sailor, I should hope so.
I am the tides.
I figure I'd probably get Solon and Ampix so we could maybe like hide near the boat in case Hay ends up needing our
Yeah,
help
I
or
do
something
think
like
I
that.
like asked y'all to be close by
Mhm.
in case like I got caught or something.
The whole Ocean's 11 thing going on here. Ocean's 4.
All right, plan flawless.
Cool. A few hours pass. The tide is going out, and the three of them are at the longboat and just waiting for you to head to the ship. And
Right.
Hay is the only one showing up.
Yep.
Well, I
Oh,
think we
no.
arranged that Hay was going to be
We
the
arranged
first
that I
one.
was gonna go ahead and get our stuff settled in while
Oh,
thought-
we
see, I-
are. They are not making multiple trips. They're going back to the ship and leaving.
Oh no.
oh well, it's just me. Sorry, they didn't make it. We had a fight. I won. I get to go.
You want to fight against the sorcerer and the man with the Atlantean sword.
Not all fights are physical fights. This was a fight of brains.
Your
And it was underwater, and I have a distinct advantage underwater when it comes to fighting. So,
your
anyway,
friend with
details.
your friend with the sword. What else do you know about him?
Not much.
Oh no, you're opening a box there.
Just he cares a lot about things.
Mm.
Just kind of dependable and nice to be around.
Oh,
He looks familiar.
People say that about him.
oh.
I was worried that he might be seeking vengeance, but apparently
Vengeance? No, who would seek vengeance? Why would have you? And I think Hay is like, have you done something bad?
You asked me if I'd killed humans before.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
More than my share. Yes.
I'm sure you had reasons that were good.
I had orders.
Oh, that must get difficult.
No.
I think
Simple
I've
and
also
clear.
asked the dolphins to be around. in the
Yeah.
area.
Oh no.
I think like at this point we're rowing to the ship, and the storm is still like full force going.
Is the hourglass in the ship?
Yes. Yeah.
Again, my apologies.
Does Ampix know about the hourglass? Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's a 2 foot tall
I'm
hourglass.
about to destroy the hourglass. Okay.
Oh no.
Just no one's gonna stop me there. Cool. Got it. Can't see why.
Yeah, like
anybody would.
as you're rowing, they're rowing. She's like, yes, it makes things very simple and clear.
Whoa.
It frees your
For a
mind up
while-
to do other things.
I know how that is. I took orders for a while. It was easy that way.
And now,
Now we have that consensual democracy you saw, which is takes time, but it feels better.
I think this is where I would want a hunt roll.
Yeah, I could do a hunt roll.
Oh,
What's your approach?
I think I'm. Wait, so can you tell me what this hunt is? Like, am I trying to find out stuff about?
I
Her?
think this is you trying to. I think this is you trying to pass yourself off as not aligned with the
Oh.
dolphins.
Okay, yeah. Slinking then.
Cool. And this could be a hunt or it could be a finesse, I guess. Which would you prefer?
I feel like I'm more hunting. Like, I think I'm just like, instead of trying to pass myself off as something, I'm more like, nah. I've seen some, like, the dolphins have done terrible things.
Nice.
Like, just go really hard the other way instead of trying to be normal.
Cool. So that's 2 dice plus 2.
Oh, good. That'll be fine. Hunt. And I have my dice roller back.
That's a
I
7.
rolled a 7.
So that's a miss.
None of us are there to hurt you.
And no
Nobody's
one's there.
here. Totally fine. What happens on a fail?
On a miss, you are noticed and the situation escalates.
Oh no. What if I did a monstrous? What if I marked a curse? What if I marked a curse though?
You have
That
to
goes-
do that beforehand.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's fair. Plus, I don't want my animal family's approval.
How
It's not a
close
good
are
time for
the
that.
dolphins? Like where are
I
they?
think they're like, because it's stormy. I think they're like right under us.
Mhm.
I just want to get on the boat. Let me on the boat.
everything will be fine then.
Everything will be okay. Just go.
Uh,
Why did I have to talk? I could have just been quiet the whole boat ride. I could have just been quiet the entire boat ride, and we would be there.
I don't know about that.
Uber rating 5 stars.
Uber rating 5 stars.
Yeah. So she continues to press you about Urtu and your relationship with the dolphins. Like exactly why again did they killed who? You were very vague when you said why you were taking vengeance on them.
My parents.
They killed your parents.
Yeah. They
They-
killed them and they skinned them.
The dolphins skinned
Mhm.
them.
Yes. And then they didn't even care. They didn't even know.
And she puts her hand on the
They
shoulder of
were.
one of the men rowing, and they stop
Found their
rowing.
skins in a shop.
Which shop?
In the riverbed.
I've sold some skins.
Yeah,
And
and I was like,
Orbad?
I think Hay is realizing that that's the lady. He's
Yeah.
like, oh.
And
yeah.
the guys have stopped rowing. And she like moves her hand like 6 inches away from the hilt of her sword, and it just pops sideways out and into her hand, and she's like holding it like with the flames this way, but at her side, and she says, "I've killed a lot of people."
I think I would like to beseech the wilds.
Yeah. She's like, a lot of people have, I'm sure, have reason to take vengeance on me.
I don't.
What are
have
you beseeching
any-
the wilds for?
I don't have anything against you.
Who do you have something against?
Your captain.
Join the club.
Is that so?
I'm sure there are many, many, many who want his head.
How would you like for he and his ship to disappear?
I wouldn't like that at all.
No. Leave now and you don't have to be a part of that. Stay and you go down with them.
I think you might be the one going down now. And she's like,
I think I do want to beseech the wilds to come after
Yeah,
her.
go
Yeah, I
for
think I want to get a dolphin to come out and conquer.
it. Tell me how you do that.
I go,
Nice.
but the roll is beseech the wilds.
So wilds is +1, so that's going to be 2 dice
Yeah.
+1.
But they listen to anything I do, so why do I need a roll?
I don't know.
They're
What-
not, they insist upon me giving them.
yeah, they will only do what you want.
Well,
I
that's
think the beseeching the wilds is like how effective it is.
Okay, so I'm rolling for like, do they like tickle her?
Or actually knock her out of the boat.
Actually knock her off. Okay, so +1.
Go, 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 go.
Come on. Everyone else is rolling great. Let me roll great.
Oh,
No, not what I wanted.
4.
and nobody can hurt anything.
I think I would have wanted to mark a curse before that, but I'll remember next time. But if
Oh,
I'm
man.
not if I'm not dead.
I think your call brings up a couple dolphins, and they
Yeah.
do launch themselves up in the water like, and they've got the
Like SeaWorld.
like they've got the spurs on. They've got like the
Mhm.
boat ripping spurs, and they like obviously are just like playing, like one goes high, one goes low, and they're gonna cut her into 3 pieces. And without breaking eye contact with you,
No, don't do it.
she steps backwards and like does something with her sword, and like they are just cut into pieces and flop back in the water. The water is just red.
Mm.
Human skins, huh?
I didn't say human skins.
I
said
think you're gonna take a.
my-
I think you're gonna take
I
a move
said-
from this too.
Yeah, I think I said my parents' skins.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna take either furious or obsessed. Or despairing. What
Wow,
makes
all
what
of them would work.
I know.
Yeah, any of
Mark-
those are good.
I think I'm obsessed because I'm like, I'm gonna get this done, even if I go down with it.
hmm
I think I hop in the water and swim to the boat.
Yeah. Her next move was to cut you in half, and I think that's a fantastic move for you.
I think I go,
Wow.
yeah, I hop in the water with the dolphins and I book it to the boat.
Okay, cool. What are the rest of you
Actually, I don't
doing?
need to
Oh,
book it to the boat. I could just from the water call the thing.
Sure.
Am I close? How close am I to the boat?
To the
You're like
actual ship.
halfway between the port and the ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna swim a little bit as longer. Switch to the other scene. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah. What are the rest of y'all doing while this is happening?
I think we were waiting at the.
Yeah, I think this is kind of welcome downtime for us.
Everything's fine now.
Yeah,
We
they're
should have
taking care of it.
split up.
I think
Although,
I'm,
I mean, I was just thinking because I guess we would have known that they would have had to row her back out in the boat. And if we were going to be staying close, I kind of figured we'd be like, would have been like following in a boat or something. Because we can't just like, if the point was to be there in case she needs us, then we couldn't really just wait at the dock, right? Just trying to figure out the logistics of it all.
I feel like this is a good conversation for us to have on the dock.
I
Wait, should
know
we
Hay
have-
said to wait here, but
you know, like which one of us can swim real fast? No, that's Hay. Okay. Could I could I have one of the kittens or one of the cats? I just want.
they're not under your control even a little bit.
But if possible, I want just to have one who's like following me around, kind of bothering me.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are basically
yeah.
just like marking you, and
Yeah. Okay.
Stink.
So, standing
but
on
they're
docks.
basically imps at this point. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Number
I
of
didn't even have to
imps
roll
is
runs for them.
monotonically increasing.
Cool. If the rest of you don't have any stuff you want to do,
I think I'll try and scry.
excellent.
Not because it'll mean anything that important, but just this is just what the character would do right now.
Awesome. Go for it.
Yeah. One moment.
Great.
Rolling 5 dice. And I do not get any
1.
scrying.
Yikes.
Whoa, we are not doing well.
4, 5, 5, 6, 1. What would you like to do?
I have some options. I can metamorphose, I can summon an imp, I can do a mighty
You
hand.
can swim after us.
Hmm.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, right? Like, it's either that or summon an imp.
We've already got
Or
one of those.
just let chaos go. That's
Oh yeah, what happens if I just
it's bad.
Chaos
You
erupt.
you don't want that. If you can avoid that, you should.
Yeah, I think I turn into a dolphin and pop into the ocean to go swim after them.
Awesome. Epics, you do anything?
I think I'll turn to Urtu and say, "Do you want to swim?" I don't want to swim.
I'd rather get in a boat.
Okay, let's do that. The thing.
We have a half sentient boat.
Well, you unless you want to be seen. I mean, you have
That's true.
you have a ship.
we
You
probably need to be in
can get your little rowboat or
in
something.
a small long boat as well.
Yeah. You would show up later in that, but you could definitely do that. In fact, who's rowing that?
I think that'd be me.
Let me get a finesse roll from you. What's your approach?
Muscular, I'm sure,
Fantastic.
for this one, for rowing.
Nice. And you are plus 2
Don't know how-
muscular.
Don't know how I'd row any other way.
Cool. 2 dice plus 2 for sneaking
I'm
up
not
on them.
showing
not
up, I'm
being
just
seen.
rowing.
Half passionately rowing, bluntly
Just how I
rowing,
row.
daringly
Oh,
rowing.
maybe
Mm.
Ampix has a heart to help me row better.
Yeah, Apex, can you make it row better with a heart?
Help a little bit, Ampix.
Yeah, come on, can you? Can you?
Yeah, I feel like Ampix is just like on the boat, just like it's just not really my thing.
Do you have any
Okay.
hearts with Urtu?
I do.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, you
I
have
will.
one.
I will like lightly paddle at the water.
Cool.
Or at least
Um,
stay out of my way while
how-
I'm rowing.
How are you making yourself
Oh,
vulnerable?
I fall over. I fall overboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or
How does that help?
I don't know if that helps.
Let's wait.
How are you endangering yourself for their sake?
Yes. Gosh, to row a boat quietly. I'm
Maybe you're exerting yourself to the point where you're like winded.
Is this is morning or is this?
It's hard to tell because of the storm. But
Okay.
it's like between it's like supper time basically.
Maybe could we say that we had a lantern or something and I doused it?
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
now we're running dark and can't see exactly where we're going.
Cool. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's where the heart. Great. Cool. Animation success. You go where you want within reason. Anyone whose hearts you have, it's also safe. Cool. So yeah, you'll make it there in due time. It'll probably Salon Dolphin will make it there before you. And so Hay is in the water. You're swimming towards the ship.
am I near it yet?
Yeah. When do you want to do your thing?
When I'm near it, but so I can get away. I think Hay is a little bit desperate now and is just like trying to get close to it enough to like call this creature. Actually, I mean, I just want to be kind of closer to it than the longboat is.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I am in between, like halfway in between the longboat and the ship now.
So the Wild Avenger says your creature will rampage uncontrollably, hurting friend and foe alike.
Yes.
I think that includes you.
Yeah.
So
I don't care.
Just a heads up.
I've read the fine print.
Nice.
Deal.
As you like get like more than a few strokes away from the ship or from the longboat, it lights up behind you, and the rest of you also see this because it's a very bright flame being held aloft in the longboat. And
That's the rest of us that are seeing that.
yeah, I mean it's a flame being held aloft in the
Yeah.
longboat. It kind of lights up the sea behind where Hay is, and definitely gives away the position of where the longboat is. Tell me about the monster you want to summon, or the creature.
I'm debating if I want to call the one that we met before, but I think there's one that's it's because the curse I'm going to mark is family's disapproval. I think there's one Leviathan that the dolphins.
I don't think the Leviathan is summonable here. I think that is way too.
But you were talking about another one or something.
Yeah, like
the
that's a
Leviathan
creature
is
though, right?
singular. It is singular. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
they were like little guys.
Oh no. It is like basically a god.
So a creature or an elemental monster. Let's see.
Yeah. Orca would be appropriate, probably.
I think I want to make like a water pod of
Like a
it's
water
big-
serpent
big-
or like
I think I want to make a like
typhoon.
water whales.
Water whales.
Yeah. And they're
Okay.
kind of like water orcas and they're gonna take this ship down. But they're made of water. Yeah.
Awesome. What does it look like when you're doing that?
Well, I first need to mark this curse because my family disapproves of me doing this. What does it look like?
Yeah.
Um, I think I call out to the dolphins for help, and they have fallen back because of the blood they saw.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something in the wilds that answers.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Yeah.
I think is the dolphins, but then I noticed that it's just water, but shaped like big whales.
Yeah, and it's
Coming
way
up.
bigger than the dolphins.
And yeah, it feels like, and it's an answer to kind of me calling to them.
Yeah, I think that makes like seeing that like the
They're
dolphins
just,
just,
like-
scatter.
I think I just like yell revenge
Nice,
in dolphin or in like cetacean.
awesome.
Citation comment.
Cetacean comment, yeah. It's what our new news broadcasts are in.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're on the streets, though, you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we're not
Nobody's
gonna speak porpoise.
What would you prefer to be? It says a creature, like one big kind of like water orca kind of thing.
I wanted it to be a pod, if that's okay, but it could just be one.
I think it's more fun if it's one big guy.
Okay, one big guy.
Because I think it looks more dramatic, kind of like bursting out of the
Sure.
water in front of
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it is a creature, elemental monster.
Yeah, maybe I feel like I'm writing it at first, but then I get like
Yeah, it is going to rampage uncontrollably, and
Yay.
I think the
This goes well when everyone else does it, so I'm gonna do it this time.
yeah. I think the
Like
last
the imps.
thing I think the last thing we see before the scene closes is cannon fire coming from the ship. It will close on the cannon's kind of like splashing into it, and
You
it
won't
doesn't
let
do
me get to
anything
this fucking ship. This
it.
whole episode just like slow running like in a dream towards the ship.
I'm just having lots
I'm
of
gonna-
flashbacks to Return of the Obra Dinn. Things
Oh,
are
yeah,
going
I
to
need
go
to-
so wrong on this boat.
I need to finish that. That was so good.
Mhm.
Cool. Before we do stars and wishes, let's do XP.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
We'll
I
start
forgot.
with Hay there.
Immediately forgot. I
Did
feel like
you
I did
help
show people the
others
beauty
see
of the
the-
wilds though.
Yeah, I think so. Did the ways of wild animals seem unkind to you?
I think when we were having the conversation about dolphins, I was thinking back to the time we had to fight the dolphins. But I don't think that counts as like a time. I don't know. It doesn't feel strong.
Yeah, it's up to you. Did you struggle with the need for human companionship?
Yeah, I think like that was strong because I was trying to fit in and I couldn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe
cool. So
maybe
that's-
3.
Cool. Mark it down.
Yeah,
Does that
okay.
get you in advance?
Oh, it does.
Look at that.
Good. I will solve this mess with whatever I get next.
Ampix, did you demonstrate the power of your god?
I called up the dead.
Yeah. I think that counts. Did your divine powers distance you from your friends?
I don't know if my divine powers did, but certain. Well, yes, I guess my relationship to the divine.
Did you
Okay.
gain greater understanding of the ways of the pantheon gods?
Well, I guess I know that Rook wants Zuz dead, or points to that as the way forward.
Yeah.
Which seems weird.
I think also the conversation you overheard at the Skeleton Key,
Mhm.
like she was like, we're somehow connected with Rook, and Rook does not fuck with Zuz.
Yeah. Which is funny because they used to, didn't they?
Once a year during the Flood Festival, and that's a whole
Only
like, it
during the
didn't,
eclipse.
didn't happen. Like mad about getting ghosted or whatever.
Stood up.
Ghosted.
Cool. Mark your XP then. Oh, yeah, cool. Sorcerer, did chaos change you?
I don't think today. Yeah.
Did you help others see how old and strange the world is?
I don't think that happened either.
Did you spite the laws of gods and mortals?
If I can get 3 XP for one question, this would be the place to do it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take my 1.
Cool. Oh, and you were you all marking XP for your misses?
Oh, fuck. I had 2 misses.
Yeah, make sure you're marking XP for your misses. I totally forgot to remind you.
But
Uh,
you still get it even if you get heartened up to a success,
No, if it is a miss, then it is
and you leave it as
XP.
a miss, right?
Yeah.
And, or there is no one on the boat too hard
Well,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
I learned my
if the
lesson.
move is a
Right.
miss,
If
not
you have to suffer the
roll
consequences
a
of it.
miss. Yeah.
Yeah, you got you. That's what I thought. Just wanted to
Cool.
make
Yeah.
sure.
And if you need to, there's history in the dice roller that you can look at if you forgot how you rolled. Cool. We are at Urtu. Did you decide who lived and died?
I think I did, since I was, I think it was very difficult not to kill lady when we're in disguise and be like, I can't kill her.
Did the consequences of your actions catch up to you?
I would definitely say, yeah, with all the questioning she's doing about me to Hay.
Yep. Did you defend your friends against world forces?
I don't think I had a chance to do that, really. I think it was coming up, but I don't think we got to it.
Nice. Cool. And that is XP. We did it. Hooray. We did all the things.
Was the storm still going on while the giant water beast emerged?
Yeah. The storm is still, there's storm, rain, lightning, water beast, cannon fire,
sword.
blood in the water, fire sword. It's
Thunderbolts and lightning, very
And
frightening.
very
Amphic
frightening.
still won't row the boat.
Elaborate Rosetta painting.
Cool. Let's do stars and wishes, and let's
It's like a
start
Rosetta
with
painting.
let's go backwards. Let's start with Hay or Nick. Stars and wishes.
Stars and wishes. Stars. This was a fun one. I liked how the spotlight, like I like that we stayed together and yet each person kind of like got some moments. I like that we were determined to stay together, and then I ran off at the end.
Like you
but
do.
It worked. It's kind of a Hay move, and it worked out story wise.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was scared when I rolled badly. It was like, oh no, that was neat. Loved everybody playing their characters really hard, and liked meeting a new group, and like a really sinister new group. I'm trying to that. For wishes, I don't know. I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it for me.
Cool. Thank you. Ben, there you go.
Yeah. Stars. I mean, yes. All the usual, like everyone's character. I like that long conversation. I feel like before the break, most of our time was just us chatting. Which I'm sure would drive some viewers wild or mad, is what I mean to say. Yes, I have a lot of fatigue, so yes, that's going on with my brain. But everyone seemed fine with that, or is suffering with their own fatigue. I'm just like, every time anyone yawns on Zoom, I yawn also. I'm very prone to contagion. Yes, yeah, stars for all that. I liked the long conversation. I liked getting into some wild action. I like getting a chance to see some of our crazier powers. Yeah. Stars. Yes, stars. Wishes, yeah. Just curious to see what happens next.
Nice. Awesome. Peter is up next.
Let's see. A star for like anything where Hay is trying to do espionage and not only fit in with civilization, but take on a persona is, I think, like, and maybe the wish associated with that is more things where we have to do the thing that we are least good at. However that can be contrived. Dittoing what Ben says, star for like, oh God, my fatigue is off the charts today. So everybody putting up with the 3 brain cells I have to rub together right now is welcome. And I also star for I just love the long conversation about like killing the god. The point of the game, the core of the game is on the table now. How do these characters feel about it? And it was
all over the place.
Yeah, and like we've been digging into the characters long enough that everybody has these nuanced and interesting reactions to it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was great to just have all the characters bouncing off each other for all that time. Wishes, I do want to summon a demon at some point. I'm a star for just, I keep trying to summon a demon. It's nice to have that possibility in the game. Yeah, wishes also, I want to be better about remembering my XP questions. A wish too would be if at some point you can look at somebody else's XP question and like, how am I going to help them get to that? That might be easier than getting it for ourselves in some
Oh
way.
yeah.
But yeah, I think all of us can just keep that in our minds. I'm just like, okay, the focus is on these people. Oh, there's a XP question that I might be able to poke at. But I had something else. Did I have something else? I don't think so. I like the development of the spell not working, and then it's like, guess I'm a dolphin now.
Oh, I didn't
That's
want
a
to get wet.
sorcery.
I didn't want to get wet, but here I have to.
Here I am. I bet you wonder how I got into this situation. And I loved the star to Mark for just the and Nick for just the massive drama of the scene painting at the end.
That's a lot of stuff.
And let's see, any more wishes? No, I don't think so. And a star for everybody going with the random like hourglass on the boat. Hopefully that isn't too much of a narrative
that's
obligation.
It's gonna be good.
That's
Okay,
mysterious
cool.
and fun.
Cool. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, actually, I have. That gives me a lot of good stuff now. So awesome, Heath.
I too, like everyone else, am really tired tonight because I stayed up till 6 a.m. playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm sure I'll go play some more of, despite being really tired. But it was still super fun. I feel like Stars and Wishes get harder and harder. Just like, yeah, every week everybody's awesome. But it was cool, it was fun. We were talking, I can't remember if we were streaming it or not, but we were talking about the sort of desire I feel like most of us have to be cooperative and like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun to have that conversation where like Ampix is very obviously like, man, maybe we should not do this. And Ertu's very much like, no, we're fucking doing this. We're killing some gods. Sure, listen. And that was a fun little philosophical debate between those two with hidden agendas on Ampix's part and none, because Ertu doesn't have hidden agendas, I don't think.
Only
He just has
agendas.
very overt agendas. I was amused. I don't know if I count this as a wish per se, but I was amused that like we can't stay together for a whole episode. We just can't do it.
Try
We're
as we
together.
Guys,
and
I
it's
know we
like-
said we would, and I'm
then
just gonna do this.
now
one-
we've split up again.
just this one thing.
So it's almost become like a great white whale now. Maybe someday there'll be an episode where we stay together for a whole session.
Defy the Gods model episode.
It's
Oh, well, I guess
because
we're
we're-
stuck in this walk-in.
We're stuck in the walk. Exactly.
Oh, I was gonna have us stuck in the Leviathan,
Walk-in
swallowed by a
Leviathan.
whale. Walk in the
But
Leviathan.
yeah, it was just fun all around, and it was just fun to. It's always fun to just kind of follow all our flights of fancy, including like Peter's hourglass thing, and then the. It was fun discovering. It's what I love about these kinds of games we play is that it is fun to discover your own character. It's like none of what Ertu thought tonight I knew before tonight. I didn't come in going, oh, I know how he feels about this, and he's how he wants to do it. I was like, all I knew is he was drunk in a bar and enthusiastic. He was just like flipped a coin, which decided like, okay, yeah, we're pro Neolandians, cool, yeah. And so it's fun to like really process that tonight and really think about like, when he really got past the just blind enthusiasm for it, was like, okay, well, why do? Oh, okay, well, it's more complicated. Maybe we're okay with these guys, but fuck those guys. So yeah, it's a fun game, fun crowd. It was a good session. And then yeah, anytime Mertu and Hayes shenanigans.
Any wishes?
I don't think so, because I did have my XP questions in mind, and again, it's like generally sometimes you just, especially mine, like they're just defending your friends from world forces. That's not something you can just force into the story. You know, like, well, let's beseech some people I can defend you from.
Why are you always putting us in danger?
I need the XP.
The city is also a world force, so
It's true.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, super fun. Everyone doing this stuff. I love the big philosophical conversation that took up the first third to half. It was really like super worth it. And like there's also like beseeching forces and speaking with dead and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I'd
things happening
completely
there.
forgotten about that.
Oh, yeah.
I liked bringing in Wrench Vance. It's gonna be a good time. I really enjoyed the little sit down with Ertu and Hay. That was fun. And yeah, Hay just really getting in trouble, and everyone else kind of like letting Hay get in trouble. It's like we'll be around. It'll be fine.
We'll help from the dock.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll be there to back me up.
Yeah, but you'll be there at a dramatically appropriate time, which is gonna be fun. And the series of failed rolls leading up to the giant
Fine, I'll make a
confrontation.
fucking whale.
It's gonna be a huge fucking mess next time. So I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
Cool. Anything else before we say goodbye?
Thank you for GMing us.
Yeah, I'm also very tired. So
Yeah, my
Adding
brain
our
is
Alright.
requests to the Mid-Journey channel.
awesome.
Giant whale made of water.
hugging a whale made of water,
That whale's coming after you too.
like a SeaWorld whale, but it's made of water.
I feel like I've discovered an interesting twist. It makes me think about real life, like secret agents or just actors, where it's like playing Ertu. It's like I kind of feel like he's almost like the perfect secret agent because he doesn't get wrapped up in the complexities of it. Once he's committed to a part, that's all he knows. He's like, I'm this guy now. I'm the guy that hates dolphins. We're gonna kill him. Yeah. And even though he knows it's a ruse, he doesn't feel that way. But he's just like, you know, he doesn't have to think about, oh, I gotta remember to keep my face on. He's just like, nope, this is just me now.
Opposite of Hay, who's like, I gotta remember how humans do things. Hay is like the autistic.
Oh,
I have scripts. I
Yeah.
can figure this out.
Ertu's the hyper-focused ADHD.
Yeah, Urtu's hyper-focused ADHD
it is the new hyperfixation.
and a world of neurotypicals.
Oh.
Cool. Say goodbye to the internet then.
Bye, Internet.
Internet.